secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
The original intention of the film was just for my personal use, but I thought, with it being such a unique thing, that I'd like to offer it to anybody who wants to see it. On the first visit, Jack took us into his another room, a separate room, and there were these brown parcels full of artwork piled up, and he said to me, "You draw like I do." We were in the studio for 5 hours, you know, it was fantastic. And there's this, he's got this desk, and everything he's ever drawn has come from this desk. And then I would just go with the flow, and that's what this film is about. It's just a unique film of him.
He says, "I beat you." He says, "They say we came in under the dead heat." He says, "That's not true, because I beat you." And the American said, "Well," he says, "if you like to think so," he says, "but I know a real story." He says, I know I clearly won that one." See? Well, Joe is 6'3", and I was a run, see, from the Lower East Side. And being Joe's partner was an advantage to me, because Joe was believable, you know. They would talk to Joe, and the Goodman brothers would get to know him. Martin Goodman owned Marvel at that time. He went to his mother and he says, "Look, Jackie got a job drawing." He says, "They're paying him for it. They're paying him money for drawing." He says, "Suppose I go with Jackie." He says, and he said, "They'll pay me money." He says, "I'll draw and they'll pay me money." He said, "I'll give the money to you," which we did. He gave it all to our mothers. They called me from Nassau. You know, I lived in Long Island. And they say, "Would you like to come down and draw these guys in training?" I swear, this is not a story. And I said, "Yes, of course, I'd love to come down." And,
Nothing unusual about a 4 a.m. call to a back alley in downtown Kenton. A young woman lying pristine and unmarked on the cold, hard ground. I get to work quickly, but there's not much to go on here. No marks of any kind, no signs of struggle, just a dead Vic in the middle of an alley. And then there's that. Dead body in a dumpster that looks like a grizzly bear has crawled its way out of his stomach.
There is another world. The world of darkness.
The world is rotten all around me. The stench and decay is present as these flesh eaters all surround me. Covered in blood just to blend in, that's my disguise. I'm trying to find my family, I'm suspecting that they might have died. It ain't so easy believing in peace. We killing zombies who deceased and now deep in the streets. I won't leave in defeat, but still it's hard to cope. I find hope in all these evil creatures so eager to eat. Yeah, asylum seekers need to move faster. Everything was fine until they first attacked the newscaster. Body in shock, nothing but doom after. I've even seen them shot and then they move after. Total disaster like I'm on the track for race again. The Midwest was hit the hardest, millions dead in Michigan. This is the end times, homie, I will defend mine. Believe in one piece without leaving people behind. Mass panic, hit the stash and took...
Oh, that was sweet. I like that one. What do you think of that one, Rich? I like that one. Yeah, of course you're not gonna like it.
It was good. It was dope. It was dope.
I'm representing today because RJ launched his book, The Devil You Know Better. They launched their campaign today, so we represent.
Yay.
We represent
Yay.
our boy RJ.
Awesome.
What's up?
Awesome. Where the fuck is RJ? Hey, what's up?
Looks like you got things under control or in chaos. Either way, whichever way you want.
Yeah, well, I'm here, and so is Pops. So we're already fucked right now. So
and it gets.
How's it going there, Big RJ? What's up, man?
It gets even better. Hold
like
on.
this, man.
Why? You're gonna do great. You're gonna fucking kick ass. Shut up. I gotta back you soon.
Right.
That's a promise.
We got one more. Hold on. You know what's up.
Oh Christ!
So just sit right down, relax, open your ears real wide, and say, "Give it to me straight, doctor. I can take it."
Kick the chocks out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Rum, rum.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Oh, what heights will hit? On with the show. This is it.
It is D-Day.
What was that?
So I'm celebrating that. D-Day. RJ.
Hey, my son was born on D-Day, baby.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, I know, right?
So,
oh, Rich.
How'd that launch go, buddy, over there?
Why? Yeah, I read your Twitter feed, dude. Why did all of a sudden, does someone have to say that shit about your post? That was kind of a little odd.
What? Which post were you talking
about? Mine?
Yeah, your Twitter post.
Oh, somebody said, I don't even know. I haven't checked it.
So someone said that you were like, while all this stuff about Gay Pride Month, which is fine. Can we not ignore the sacrifice that still resonates 80 years from now, 80 years ago? And it's like, yeah, kind of, you should. It's great you do certain things to yourself. That's great. I don't give a shit. But, there are men who have died who have who have contributed to the ability to you to do whatever the hell you want. Because if he wasn't stopped,
men have fought a lot harder for their freedom than they have.
Yeah, that's true, and not just that. Not just that. It's a theory that as soon as if that Third Reich piece of shit was patient, he would have beaten Russia, which means that half of the landmass of the planet would be under a guy with under charge of a guy in an incomplete mustache.
Oh yeah, he spread himself too thin.
And in charge of the Aryan race, a small 5'6", 2-inch penis, incomplete mustache guy, who is here for the master.
Yeah, he thought that everyone should be 6 foot tall, blonde, and blue eyed, just like him.
Why the fuck was he alive?
So
wow, that is a huge piece of shit. Him, Stalin, all those fucking guys.
My only point had been, let's just, we're kind of taking our eye off the ball here.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to go to every social media and it's Pride Month and no mention of D-Day. Are you shitting me?
Oh, I got D-Day.
Was your tweet
Yeah, there's more mention of Moses Ingram than there is of fucking D-Day at this point.
No, I got D-Day all over my feed because I know a bunch of patriotic.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's like more Moses Ingram. Yay!
And
Doc,
RJ,
was your tweet the one about the Babylon Bee headline?
No.
Yeah, they had an old vet on there on the picture and said one of the remaining D-Day vets recounts the horror of lack of trans representation at the storming of Normandy.
Wait, what? wait, a minute. You know what got me, which I thought was really fucking strange? 9/11. Obviously I was there, so I kind of remember it. I remember shit like that.
Yeah,
it's
the little thing.
There was a picture. There was a picture of the 3 firemen who were pulling up the
flag,
the American flag. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, there was a repainting of that moment, but they decided to put a black person and a Hispanic person in, where the other firefighters happen to be Caucasian. Yeah.
Okay, I got a
look. If you're, it's.
I got a program update. We did RJ the first 30 minutes. Ben's gonna come in at 5:30. So we got James Rock at 4:30, James Sims at 5, and then Ben Fuselier. However you say
it. I've got to address the
Benny Pissant. That's what it is.
The most pertinent part of this appearance is that if RJ's beard was any better, I would cream myself. I mean, just look at that thing, man. That is a magnificent
what the fuck?
beard.
Why is a grown man saying that he would ejaculate if there was any type of fucking cleanliness on RJ's beard?
Don't assume my gender.
You just said cream yourself.
Now, Rich.
What?
I've heard you mess all over the floor on stuff, so you just be quiet about other people messing all over the floor.
RJ,
I use the fanboy. I haven't seen any campaign recently that has inspired me to fanboy all over the floor. Not one, not for a while.
I think you got that.
Maybe today's the day.
Today is the day.
Way on near an X.
It's a good thing I drank a lot of water today, man. I swear.
RJ, you now have admin capabilities, and you can share your screen, bro.
Oh,
yay!
And if you are not
Just because I can do something doesn't always necessarily mean I
doesn't mean you should.
I'm pretty
It's
sure
not my house, even though I have the keys.
I don't know if you have
that whole Jeff Goldblum thing from Jurassic Park comes to play here.
I'm pretty sure you're a mod in the YouTube as well. So
you can. This guy, you can do nothing with him.
Who, me?
That's why we love him.
The devil you know better.
There you go. That's what we're looking at. The devil you know better, right there in the chat.
This is got 2 backers already.
All right.
Yeah.
We it was in pre-launch for a while, and they were asking me like, okay, so when's it going to go live? I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to leave it up for a couple of weeks. Let me look at the calendar. And there I saw Monday, 6/6. I'm like, oh, what if we launched it at 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time?
Oh Lord.
Which is what we did with the CG UK bargain bin boys. So
that's
this
1 o'clock in the afternoon where you are.
Yeah. So we launched on 6/6 at 6 GMT, and then tonight at 8 Eastern, 7 my time, it will be our usual show. But tonight it's going to be about this book, and the guests are going to be as many of the contributing authors as show up, and I'll cycle them in and out because we got 20 of them.
Wow.
So they'll all be talking about their story and what they've done before that.
Nicely done.
Who else involved in that, RJ?
Oh my goodness! I will give you the list.
Here we go. Here we go.
Phone book time.
Oh boy, here's the story time.
We like
from the table of contents. There are 21 contributors, one of which is me. I wrote the foreword. So we have. I'll read the titles and the authors. Okay. So we have "The Devil Came Home to Roost" by Hart D. Fisher.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, he's around. He's been on the show a couple of times. Here's the thing: if you're going to have him on the show, be awake, because my shows are an hour. He takes up 4 of it. He's a 4-hour interview.
He's up there.
Gloriam. Yeah, he is. Let me tell you, we did this thing on a Saturday because I was interviewing a guy in the UK, Lucifer Storm. And he had a book about Ed Gein, Demon Hunter. And I'm like, oh, I want to get, Hart in here. Lucifer Storm.
It's our boy, man. We love Lucifer. You know that.
Lucifer's fucking amazing. He's a great guy.
So I want to get Hart Fisher on here because Hart did the one with Jeffrey Dahmer, the Jeffrey Dahmer book. I'm like, okay, 2 serial killer book writers on the same show. Hart gets up. It's 1 o'clock where he is, which is the same time I've got. First thing he does is pour Jack and Coke. Right out of bed, and 7 Jack and Cokes later, we're making advertising deals. So that was a fantastic stream. We've got Damascus Mincemeyer on here. Yes, that's his real name, and he's written for us before, so he's a known quantity. Rose Strickman, Tim McDaniel, Troy Reiser, whom I've known for 35 years, and he's the guy who got me into writing. Stanley B. Webb, Anna Taborska, Nadia Stephen Reising, James Maxey, Ray Zacek, P. Anthony Ramanauskas, Edward R. Rosick, Ellen Hunter, Charlie Jones, Ken McGregor, Richard J. Brewer, Lena Eng, Diana Olney, Ravenna Blazecroft, and Mike Barron.
Nice. Never heard of
Mike the Bloody Red Baron.
Never heard of him. I'm glad you're letting that new guy in there, RJ. Yeah. That was kind of you.
Yeah, well, nice. I give everybody a chance. No, but I what I try to do, this is the 3rd anthology we've done. The first one was called Gods and Services, and it's on Amazon. Even this one's on Amazon in paperback. This is a different version. But Gods and Services was the little curiosity store that pops up. You go and you buy something, you go back to return it, and you can't find the store anymore. And I had fun with that one because I was like, I knew what the cover had to be, and I had no money, so I wasn't going to pay anybody to design this cover. And finally, I was living in Waco, and I drove past this abandoned strip mall, and I pulled in. I'm like, this is the place. And I got my phone out. I got a wide-angle shot of this abandoned strip mall here, and then I went to Walmart and I bought one of these letterboard signs that you hang in your party room, and I put in there, with the letters "God, goods and services," and I pulled one of the O's out and I put it down in the bottom like it had fallen out and just fallen to the bottom of the tray. So it's like the store's supposed to be advertising goods and services, but a letter falls out. Took a picture of that, superimposed it into the window, put vinyl lettering on with PowerPoint, and that was our wraparound cover. Came out okay. I was actually kind of proud of it, even though I make fun of it. But because I'd been doing the reviews for a good 20 years, I was with a company called thetrades.com for 15 years before we launched Critical Blast 7 years ago. I knew people in the industry. I'd reviewed for Scholastic, I've reviewed for Simon & Schuster, and I'd done interviews with all these authors. So I got a hold of some of my favorites. I'm like, hey, we're launching something. Would you help us out? We don't pay a whole lot. And to my surprise, they all said, sure. Because the goal was to get new writers who had talent and get them published in an anthology book where they could say not only, look, I've got my first publication, but also, look, I'm published with, and these named authors. So, we had Ira Bloom, who had a bestseller with Hearts and Other Body Parts for Scholastic and Gods and Services. And then we did, we did The Devil You Know 2 years ago. And this one, as soon as we did The Devil You Know and I saw the cover design for that, I'm like, oh, I know exactly what we're going to do next book. And I had them say, I said, keep the same cover, raise two of those fingers up and call it The Devil You Know Better. And yes, you can guess he's going to be like this on the third cover for The Devil You Know Best in a couple years. And that'll be how we wrap it up. But that's always been the goal, to get new writers and established writers. So, the new writers can get a leg up. Because once you've been published once, getting published again is a little bit easier.
Yes. Rich, are you okay?
Rich, are you okay? Are you okay, Rich? Rich, are you okay?
Are you okay, Annie? Blah, 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 blah.
But I shared with sound, so I'm going to play the video on this one. And
I went to the bathroom for a minute. I'm sorry.
I did not get Doc Blaylock to do the voiceover on this one. So.
Oh,
that makes it less sexy.
It's a critical fail there, Critical Blast.
Yes, it is.
We've crossed paths more than once. I've whispered in your ear, shown you harmless little temptations. I am unknowable, yet you know me intimately. But you can always know me better. Collected here are 20 twisted tales that will thrill, chill, incite, and delight you from some of the most imaginative minds your species has to offer. This exclusive Indiegogo printing of The Devil You Know Better will be limited and numbered, with signatures from Mike Barron and Hart B. Fisher. Stretch goals achieved for this campaign will add interior chapter illustrations by Stefano Cardacelli. The Devil You Know Better. Back it on Indiegogo today, while you still can.
Nice.
So because I'm a cheap bastard, that's my voiceover.
Good job, RJ.
That scared me. My wee wee, my pants. Okay. Again.
Got Shadow in the chat. What's up, everybody? And there's lurkers, because there's a lot more people.
Did someone say I just squirted? Is that what the fuck they said?
No, past Master Dan said
lots of squirts.
Kirby got gas, something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. That sounds mildly sexual.
It was back during the intro. I don't know.
Oh, okay, all right. I guess I get it.
So check it out. This is the simplest campaign you'll have ever seen. It's got one tier.
Nice.
What are you getting? You're getting the book. The book. Now, I may add another tier. Somebody told me it would be a good idea to put the paperback on there, even though you can get the paperback on Amazon.
Yeah.
But the paperback won't be signed, and it won't have the art, and it won't be numbered and limited. But you can still get it. And I put a link to the Amazon in the description. So if you read the whole thing and you don't want this, but you still want to read it, go to Amazon, get the $17 one. But this one's only $25. $25 hardcover. And if we get all the illustrations in, which means we fund $10,000, it'll be 308 pages.
Nicely done.
It's going to be a brick.
Nice.
So this image here, actually the rightmost part of the image, this is going to be a 4x6 book plate that will be getting printed up and mailing those out to Mike and Hart to sign and then send back. And then I'm going to affix them into the inside cover of each of the books. And then I'm going to hand number them. The numbering will take place in the order of backing. So, it may not be your backer number because if, people back out of it, then it leaves holes in the thing. But basically, the earlier backers are getting the lower numbers. Backer number 1 will get book number 1 of however many we print. Nice. We're only printing to order. We're going to round up a little bit to the nearest 10 or nearest 20, depending on what the margin is, just so we have some safety stock in case something gets damaged in the mail. But this will not go in demand. This will go the 30, extend for another 30, and then it's over. It's done.
Fantastic.
Excellent, man.
I love this stretch goal map too.
Yeah.
This was done by.
That's a stretch goal map? I thought it was an alternate cover. That looks dope. Holy shit, that looks great, man.
Yeah, this is the 9 circles of hell from Dante's Inferno. And
how come there's
basically
10 things then?
Well, it scrolls on further.
Oh, there's a lot more than 10. Holy shit.
Yeah, because there's 20 stories. So
I get you. Sorry.
Yeah, for every $500 for every $500 milestone we hit, we're going to add a piece of artwork. And I've already done 2 of them.
Nicely done.
Stefano Cardacelli is doing some great. I'm seeing him on covers everywhere now. So I'm glad I got him locked in for a rate. But so we've got the 500 and 1,000 pieces of art already done because I wanted to have something to show. But we hit 15. I'm going to pull a story out of the book, mail it to him, say, draw me an image for this. And then that image will go in the book right in front of that story. Would love to have an image for everybody. Yeah.
Guess what I'm reading right now?
What are you reading?
Inferno. You're reading Inferno by Larry Niven.
Yes. The guy who wrote Ringworld, right?
The guy who wrote Man of Steel, Woman of Kleenex.
Dude, good stuff right here. Also, basically referencing everything about the 9 levels of hell and Dante's Inferno and everything. Oh, good stuff, man. I love books.
Have you ever read Man of Steel, Woman of Kleenex?
Not yet, no. I'll admit it.
It's in his book in a myriad ways. Have you read it,
Isn't that the one where it's like it's impossible for Superman to have sex with Lois Lane because his ejaculate would go like through her skull or something?
Yep. He talks about how much how repressed Clark Kent would have to be for there not to be like shotgun holes through the walls of his teenage bedroom. Because of the psychotic level of restraint he would have to have.
Okay.
Oh, trust me, he was in the open fields of Kansas. That guy tossed it quite a lot. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, if he shot it in a certain direction, like somewhere in like Finland, someone is under a continuous attack from space sperm or something.
Well,
like
here's
that.
the thing: they're Kryptonian, so they live even though they separate. So they're invulnerable. If he shoots out 1 million of them, they're all going to go seek out an egg.
Oh my God, that's right. Holy shit. Oh man, they're all like solar, like yellow sun radiated little jizzlets running around going, I must find and propagate the species. And they just wind up in all sorts of chicks or something.
Yeah, in some Elseworlds novel somewhere, Kryptonians, it only took 1 Kryptonian to invade the planet because he impregnated all of them.
Let me ask you a question. Like, what if any of that jit got in like an Earth girl's mouth or something? Oh. I mean,
What if it got exposed to red kryptonite radiation and became a giant, like chasing a beach ball down the shore?
Oh my God! Is red kryptonite the one that has like unintended, unknown effects to Superman or something?
Yes.
Turn-
Yeah, you
turn
know.
Oh,
it
okay.
was-
So,
yeah.
can you imagine if that one of them made like it made 1,000,000 times the size of it, and they're like this big Superman jizz file? Christ! Oh my
Trying to
God!
impregnate beach balls. Yeah.
Oh God, help me! I'm a sick boy. I need help. Oh my God!
I don't even think the people that know us know what they're in for when they come on this show. Do they, RJ?
It's true.
No.
Oh God! Wasn't there like a comic where Superman was gay when he was exposed to red kryptonite?
He got exposed to pink kryptonite.
Oh, that's right. He got exposed to pink kryptonite, then it became gay.
Pokers
Yeah.
behind the eyes.
It was an issue of Supergirl. She was in an alternate timeline, recounting the things that had happened. So it didn't technically totally happen, but yeah, they showed this scene where she's talking about, and then he got exposed to pink kryptonite this one time, and he's like leaning on the desk at Jimmy's like, I really like your outfit, Jimmy. That really makes your eyes pop.
Oh, oh my God! Did Jimmy know that Clark was Superman at that point?
No. Oh no. This was all.
Oh,
Silver
okay,
Age.
good, because that would be like, oh Jesus Christ! Oh no!
Yeah, this was all taking place in some alternate Silver Age universe. Of course, Lois is at her desk looking over like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I bet she was.
Well, if it was in the 50s or the 60s, Lois would she'd be completely oblivious. A Pulitzer Prize winning reporter is still blindingly oblivious. Oh, Clark, you're such a dreamboat. Hey, Jimmy, I see you're packing a lot of meat there, big boy. It's just like, I can tell.
I remember the pink kryptonite story. Like, oh my God.
It was impacting. It was only for a panel. It was one panel, but nobody will forget it.
I was already not a DC fan. I was a Marvel guy, and I happened to get that issue somehow. I was like, "Yep, I made the right call." Get back over here and watch Captain America kick some Nazi ass.
Oh yeah, man. That reminds me of your reaction to a DC comic is like my reaction to a Kardashians episode, where it's like I turn the TV on and I happen to go to the E network where they were on at that point, and they're pushing clothes in their face and giggling, and titties are flopping all over what they pass as titties, and then the smart one, the smart one goes, "We were wondering whose cooch smelled better, so we took off our underwear and shoved it in each other's
Okay,
face."
we already heard that story, Rich. We heard that story.
Well, I said it again because it warrants merit.
And that was the smart one said that.
Look,
the smart one.
Hold up. Oh, see, look, we
kidneys, son. Nothing but kidneys.
You said Kardashians, and we just lost like 10 viewers, dude.
What?
I ain't lying. The number just went down to nothing, dude. Don't say things like that. That's not
okay. I won't. I'm
funny
sorry
that you compared DC to the Kardashians, but don't do that to our ratings, bro.
All right. I'm sorry. Come back. I'll do a striptease.
Everybody come back. Here, I'll show everybody my mouse pad if they come back.
Yeah, and I'll do a striptease on the mouse pad.
There you go.
Ah!
You can have some Rich right there. There's some Rich.
Yeah, baby.
That's going on my campaign, Rich.
Woo, look at that. Yeah, definitely.
Kara Nicole right there. That's
Jesus Christ.
That's Kara.
I just listen. I was glad that my ex-wife found some work.
Yeah.
As RJ's mouse pad.
Oh my God.
Oh man, come on now. So check it out, you guys. Go check out The Devil You Know Better. RJ, you gonna hang out?
Yes. Happy for you, man.
A good book by a good crew and launched by a good guy. What more?
There's a lot of surprising stuff in this book. it's not all horror. I mean, some of it's comedy, some of it's science fiction, some of it's folktale. It's a mix of genre. It's just, it just had to involve somebody meeting the devil, whether you have coffee, whether you sign a contract, whether you run him over in the street, it doesn't matter. It's just, the encounter happens, tell the story.
You said whether you run him over in the street. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes he's a homeless bum on a corner, you never know where he's going to show up.
So you're going to hang out, RJ, right? Because I think we might have a couple of people you don't know.
Well, let's bring them on.
One, maybe two.
Bring them on, man. Bring them on.
Well, this first guy, look at this first guy's last name just says it all. We got Mr. James Rock. Come on.
Hey.
With a name like that,
Woo, Happy D-Day.
Yeah.
Happy D-Day. Happy birthday to Pops' son. Happy to be here. What's up, boys? How we doing?
What's up, sir? What's up, sir?
Glad to be here.
Yes, just said happy birthday.
I'm the older, fatter, balder new kid on the block. I don't dance though, however, so sorry guys.
He said older to this panel.
I know, right? I don't know. How old could you possibly? What are you, like 70?
Yeah.
I mean, if that's really the case. How old are you?
I got a lot of tips on, from Amber Heard on how to apply the makeup, make my
that Amica cream. Yeah,
that Amica cream. It gets rid of all the wrinkles.
My dog stepped on a bee.
What's that face?
My dog stepped on a bee.
Hey, James, can we do a little tour of your wall behind you real quick before we hold up? Yeah, let me
stuck my dick in a tree. Look at that. Oh, wow.
Look at all
Holy
that.
shit.
He's got it all strip lighted.
He
does. That's like a Christmas tree lighted and stuff.
If you're
when
gonna
I throw the music on in the room too, they actually strobe to the tunes, which is pretty rad.
Wow. I would just have a seizure and fall out on the floor, but
Oh, I do. I wake up later. It's a full body exercise. I'm like, I feel good.
Hey, Pops, just so you know, a dude named Puma Fist got Trashing CG and left and right. He's arrogant as fuck. You've been warned. Puma Fist. I've heard that before.
Let me just say, who ain't trying to cancel me?
I think we all know it's the same old story. I'm a long-time lurker, first-time caller, but I'm only here to ask Pops what his favorite Sunday is. But it's the same old story. Mark Brooks messages people and then throws it online, and then we have a good 2 to 3 weeks of all these fucking weirdos coming out of the woodwork, messaging people, say things, trying to gain clout chasers, and then they all just disappear again, and then everything's fine. So
who exactly is Mark Brooks? I've seen and heard his name before.
He does covers for Marvel.
He was one of those cover artists we were discussing earlier, Rick.
Oh, one of those where it's like, hey, I can't do sequential art. I'm going to take 5 weeks to do a fucking image. Really?
Yeah.
He can eat a dick. I don't even know the guy, and he can eat a dick.
So here's the thing. Mark Brooks comes out to speak about Comicsgate anytime that he hears that Heather Antos had an issue with Comicsgate. And
okay, who the fuck is Heather Antos?
It kind of goes like this.
Who's Heather? Good job, Rich. Yes, good job.
Oh, I've seen this one. Oh, yeah, I remember this shit.
This is some secret behind-the-scenes video coverage of Heather giving Mark his marching orders.
Oh,
the face match just looks like a cock and stuff right down that throat. So,
he did those.
No, Heather.
He did the Secret Empire covers. Rich.
I don't even remember that shit.
The Captain America Secret Empire when he came out when they said he was a Nazi, whatever. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but whatever the fuck. Yeah. Oh, okay, all right. I'll take a look at it at some point while I'm wiping my ass on the bowl.
I sure. Had it on my wall until he said some shit about somebody I like online, and I was like, God, what a prick.
Look, I've heard the guy go on his rants, and I wouldn't care if he was the greatest artist in the world.
The problem is now you can't sell the dude. I got a signed book that dude signed, and I can't sell it. Nobody wants it because he's a dick.
Listen,
wouldn't
Pops,
want it. What's the point of?
We're gonna turn a profit, Pops. Sorry, Rich, but I gotta throw this out here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take all of the private messages that Mark has sent to people over the years, and we're gonna make T-shirts that is just all of the messages, wall to wall, the entire shirt.
Oh,
That's
now we
God.
gotta get over here. We gotta get over here to this because Doc, you're really gonna love the name of James' project.
Let's see it, baby.
Mark Brooks like
Magnificent Bastards #1, the Walrus.
Yes,
bam.
The walrus is cool.
Look how sexy that is.
Thank you. There's a trailer, Pops. If you want to throw the trailer on, I'm not, or if we just want to chat about it, either way.
Oh,
we're going to go through the whole campaign. Let's rock it.
Yeah, we're gonna play the trailer right now.
Right meow.
He meant a minute from now.
For speculation, just an educated guess, I'd say that man is alive.
Ooh, DeForest Kelly, that's always a win.
My name is Montgomery Chester Williams. My friends call me Monty. Well, they would if I had any. You know, if the universe has taught me anything, it's what others refuse to admit. In the animal kingdom, the largest predator rules it all.
Holy shit. Ah!
You had me at interdimensional walrus.
That was epic. Jesus effing Christ.
Rich, I just came on to give you some hope and some fanboying, and you know, I heard you were calling for that.
Oh yeah? Well, guess what I just did right now?
Did you come in your pants? Because that was my goal.
No, I fanboyed all over the floor. Interdimensional walrus.
Oh,
No!
I didn't even think of that.
Oh my God.
Again, it's IDW. Hey, you know what? That is fitting because this is my love letter and fuck you to the comic book industry. So this series.
Good man.
So
yeah, good man.
That
good
is
man.
fitting.
Definitely. Good. Definitely. Well, I'm still trying to figure out who Heather Antos is. Who is that?
She was a junior editor at Marvel.
Okay. Oh wait. Was that the picture with the milkshakes?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and they all look really happy, like slurping it. You know, just like okay. Well.
They were out celebrating Flo, and basically the idea was.
Oh, I love Flo.
Hey,
I miss her.
Something's wrong at Marvel with the editorial, and we think it's because all these old white middle-aged pudgy editors have hired all these younger, not really into comics but kind of cute looking junior editors, and here they all were in a bunch. So it was like, look, here's the problem. The problem wasn't, with them specifically. It was like, look, we were right, they're hiring junior female editors. And why? Because we knew they were a pervy bunch always. And they took it personally, and they've managed to control the narrative ever since then that it was an attack on them rather than an attack on the white guys who hired them for sexist reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I was at in the early aughts, around 2004, around that area. That's when I last worked for them. They started hiring a bunch of people.
Oh my God! They got him. The sniper got him.
Marvel cut his cable.
Heather's sniper got him. Heather Antos is the one that she spends all of her time telling independent creators that they can't earn a living on this hate group fad, And then she posts a GoFundMe so she can pay her rent when she's the editor-in-chief at IDW.
Yeah. And
Rocky don't like her either.
And everybody that she comes out low key against, they were always a close personal friend of hers.
Yes.
It's so that everybody who's still friends with her, there he is, kind of, maybe. Yes.
Sorry about that.
They got you, didn't they?
I know. I was about. It was about 2004. They started hiring a bunch of editors who had zero experience in the comic industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, one of them happened to be, I forgot her name, but it was definitely a girl. She was in her mid-20s, and I asked her. I just making small talk with her, and she's like, "Well, I was in education before this, but I figured, why not? It's a nice stepping stone." And I'm like, "Oh, really? So someone who has never never done any type of art whatsoever is now in charge of my destiny."
Making comics, and I figured, fuck it.
Yeah, well, that's kind of it. And, well, that's an easy way to make sure that there's no clutter around editorial decisions, because there were some assistant editors who threw a stink here and there about the direction some of the characters were going. And that's why when a lot of them left, they were just like, let's just make sure we control the narrative a little bit more. So, yeah, you had the major editors at Marvel, but then you had a bunch of kids who was never into it, but after a while they got into it. And, when you feel that drunken power of like, you're hired or fired, it's kind of, kind of sucks after a while.
Rich, look, they got a cover with you on it.
Yeah, it's dedicated to you, Rich. It's we had somebody scope out your house and take a lot of reference photos.
Fuck you in the ass, raw dog, without a condom.
Ooh.
Thank you.
But it is Pride Month.
Both of you, all two of you, all the top two fucking people, not Doc because he's cool, not fucking RJ because he's just as cool and he has a magnificent beard, and definitely not me. Fuck the two of you on top. Okay, I have to be specific.
Oh, I love it.
Good luck on that book, man. That looks like a fantastic. Are you the writer and the artist, or just the writer?
I'm the writer. The artist is Samir Sameo, and
very good job. Very good job.
Cronenbergs. So, as you guys saw, this is the story of a bastard and an interdimensional walrus named Lucy. And I like to describe it as Goodfellas meets Doctor Who meets Back to the Future. Well, when Doctor Who was still good.
Fucking crap. More like Dr. Doolittle.
Man, we have to say that about everything now. Remember, man, I loved Marvel back when it's still good.
Back when it was cool.
I loved Marvel back when it was cool.
I was a big Doctor Who fan until they fucked it all up for fucking.
I got the PR release today.
I really hope they don't. I have a feeling they're gonna fuck it up again.
Oh,
worse.
Yeah. Well, I got the PR release
Russell
today
Peters is like,
Comics.
now you have the real me. I'm like, whoa, really? Oh boy, this ought to be fun.
Let me find this. Let me find this thing that I got from Titan Comics today, because they sent they sent me the PR promos for their new Doctor Who book.
Oh shit!
I'll find it. It's in my email. My email gets filled up.
James,
so
we can get sadly sidetracked around here. That's why it's the madness.
It is all good. I'm just happy to be on panel. It's good to be with you guys.
Now,
oh my god! Yeah, my meds aren't working anymore, so I feel bad for everybody today.
I got to throw it out there while we got a good chunk of viewers watching. Tomorrow is sign up for CromCon 26, June 24th, 25th, 26th.
Yeah.
You want to get your spot, we have fun.
You get your spot.
It is quite a panel when normally I am the noisiest, loudest person in the room, and I'm referred to as the quiet one.
that means it's fucking boring as fuck if you're like the loudest one in the whole thing. So.
Thank you.
So here's the email I got. Here's the email I got from Titan Comics. This is Doctor Who.
Oh God, they're doing a
Origins.
cowboy. Fucking kill me.
Oh, well, never mind Cowboy Bebop. Never mind Cowboy Bebop.
I'm fucking done. Kill me. Why did you just put a fucking bullet in my head? Honestly,
oh my God.
Rich, let me make a deal with you. Take me out back and fucking tell me about the rabbits. I'm
Tell me about the rabbits again.
Tell me about
Tell me about the rabbits again, George.
Rich, tell me about the rabbits.
Oh my God!
Holy shit!
You just won the internet for the day.
Oh my God! Oh man, that's too fucking much. Holy shit, that was funny.
James, I think you're one of us, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah, now you're one of us. You gotta fucking stick around now. You're in.
You're
in.
You're
in.
You're
in. You didn't have to like.
That got you your season pass.
Yeah, you know what's great about it? He didn't have to swallow. You know.
We didn't even get a lap dance out of him.
Oh, well, I definitely get a lap dance out of me for that one. That's for sure. With the tassels.
Nobody wants to go out back here about the rabbits too.
Just fucking line it up with nice big fucking rifle head to head.
Oh my God! Can you imagine if we had edibles now?
Yeah.
Oh no!
He's trying to get my edibles. Look at that. It's crazy.
I gotta go refill my coffee. You guys are killing me.
Dude,
I don't have any fucking coffee because I don't have any fucking milk. Fuck.
What do you think of these interior pages, Rich?
I love them.
Dude, I like it.
I love them. This is a style I've never seen before, and it's a narrative that I really like.
If you scroll up there, Pops, I'd love to hear Rich do his best reading of panel. Scroll down a bit. Page where they're sitting there. Yeah. So panel 3. I'd love to hear Rich's best reading of panel 3.
Oh my fuck! I gotta see this one. I can't read it. It's too fucking small.
He's on his phone. I don't know if you can see that.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Wait. I got it. All right. Am I okay? Montgomery, there are easier ways to make money than robbing a bank. Why don't you swing that old dick of yours like your daddy and fuck some bitches in one of my upcoming films? Not interested. I just need the gun, Shady. King Dong? No. Deepy Swallow? No. Mrs. Holland's Orifice? Guns? I guess we'll be shooting blanks. Jesus fucking Christ! Oh
Very
my
good. So
God.
that gives you a nice idea of the nice humor that's in this book.
Oh my God!
It's fun for all ages.
I love it. I read it like Pete Davidson would fucking read it.
It was well done.
Because
I'm proud of you.
It's very well. Yeah, fucking Pete Davidson is like the deadpan is deadpan, and he's from Staten Island, which doesn't help. You know, I mean. Actually, no, that helps a lot because it's like the only thing that comes out of Staten Island is shit and more shit. You know? So that's just about it on that one. Why don't you swing that? Oh God, that's so fucking weird. That is some good stuff.
You've never seen this style before, Rich?
Well, it's. Let me zoom in on it a little bit more. I like every single piece of art. Every single character, every single thing here has life to it. Every single thing. It's a very animated piece for something that's supposed to be so slow and deliberate. I really like it.
Yeah,
I really like the art. It's a great camera, great narrative. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Yes, I've always been fascinated with the kind of animated series style of art when it comes to telling such a serious story. With, of course, like horrible fucking humor in it. But part of my background is film, and that's why I've always loved comics, is because I always tend to think of in the terms of comics as film when I'm reading it, because the reader is the director. They decide what all the characters sound like. They decide when they're going to move to the next panel, what's the cut. So, really kind of focusing on that aspect of the book and almost kind of visually doing it as if it were an animated series.
It's the truth. I mean, a comic book really is just a storyboard with different size panels. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And it's a great narrative. It really is. I mean, the artist here and the writer. Your writing skill is mirrored beautifully in this. Good for you, man. This looks like a really good book.
It's been a lot of fun working with Samir. I'm looking forward to the rest of the series.
Oh, does he stab him in the fucking cheek? Let me see that shit.
Yes, he
Oh,
totally does.
oh, you gangster motherfucker! That's right, motherfucker. I shank you, bitch. Oh, he's like,
living the dream, Lori. You know what's up. We're living the dream, baby. Actually, today was a really
hey, it's a Lori Casaterra. Hey, paisani.
One of those days, Lori, that started out really crappy and ended up really good.
Yeah, and then the Celine Dion song came on, and everything became happy and joyous.
I came online this morning to set up studio and do all the things that I do, and my StreamYard went, your card.
You were my strength when I was weak. You were my... What?
I got online this morning, and my StreamYard said, your card did not go through. And I went, oh.
Ooh.
Okay,
that's what you want to see.
Okay, it's my son's birthday. I'm like, okay, I can't pay for my StreamYard. Like, you can't get gifts. I can't do nothing. Okay, well, he don't care about the gifts because he's cool. But I couldn't pay my StreamYard. And then, lo and behold, we picked up some really awesome things today. We picked up a new sponsor for the show. So for the next 4 months, thanks to the gentleman Thomas Doherty over at Committed Comics. For the next 4 months, the show will go on. You all will have on.
Yes.
We'll have Monday Madness and Tuesday Morning Brew and all that. And I won't have to stress about it. And, thank you so much, Thomas and Brock. And, we even had a couple other people throw some stuff at us to help us keep the phone bill paid because everybody knows every account you have online is attached to your freaking cell phone.
Yeah, unfortunately it is, yes.
You gotta keep that number, or when you go get a new number 3 months later and you gotta change everything. No, you gotta keep your phone number. You guys know how important that crap is.
Yeah.
Sucks, but it's it's a truth. So
you deserve it, Pops. I mean, all the shit you do for everybody. I mean,
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hammer down the guilt a little bit for anybody who's been on the show more than 1,000 fucking times already. I had about 6 or 10 campaigns on it. Safe House Coffee Roasters.
Dude.
Yeah, shameless plug. Yay, that's great. Anyway, it's like fucking. Throw some shit in, man. This guy is the goods. He's one of the originals. And everybody else is copying off of this guy's fucking style. So, yeah, pay the respect. Pay the fucking respect.
They pay me in coffee.
I was blown away.
Endorse their product.
I was blown away by, the response that I got when I just came out and just told everybody, look, I don't know what to do. This is where I'm at.
You deserve it.
Fucking
deserve it, Pops.
I appreciate everything everybody does. You know that, Rich. People that make intros for us and stuff like that, man. We don't pay them. We don't pay anybody that does stuff for this show. Everybody just volunteers their time and their effort like I do.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're having a good time now. Like I said, I don't have to worry about it for 4 months. That's sweet.
That's right. Yes, it is.
That makes it a lot easier to have fun. So,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Good shit.
Thank you,
Good
Thomas.
shit.
You rock. We're going to be talking a lot about Committed Comics, the stuff they've done and the stuff they've got coming up in the future.
Fantastic.
You don't know, that's Nera X Reborn. We just had them.
Yep.
They just went through that campaign. That's those guys. Bill Moss, Cat Moss, Andrew Mangum, whole bunch of cool people tied up with them with that group, man. So
absolutely. Good folks, good people, good art, good stories. I'm going to take a break real quick, Pops, to deal with something.
Look at this interior art.
And I'll be back.
What do you think, RJ? What do you think?
I like it. I like all new comic book stuff. So
I know you do.
Yeah, RJ, I'll be coming on. RJ invited me on Critical Blast next couple of weeks. I can't remember when we're scheduled for that, but
Thursday this week.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
Yes.
Have a fantastic time. If you scroll up there, Pops, to the previous page, just one thing I wanted to point out that just I absolutely love how Samir did this. At the top of the page, you have Montgomery's uncle with the gun in the guy's mouth, and right below it is the mirror picture of him pouring young Monty some whiskey. And I just love how those two line up so well, of this guy just destroying people's lives. It's fucking phenomenal.
I love it. I just love, look, like, I mean, Rich said it's kind of it is a different style. It's not something that I've seen, I mean, I like it. I really like it. Who's the pig though? Come on.
Oh, you're gonna have to read.
Who's the pig? Who's the pig? Oh God. I'm trying to choose my names very carefully right now. Jesus Christ.
I'm talking about the one on the screen, Rich. The one on the screen.
Oh, all right. Fuck. All right. Okay. Sorry, man. I kind of lost track of time there, and
Rich,
Kathleen Kennedy.
I'm starting to think he might have modeled this character after you. He's on stage naked. I'm kind of thinking.
So my penis is a lot bigger than whatever little tiny pee-pee he has right there.
Yeah, that's just mad sack right there. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's just a big ball. Or whatever the fuck it is, However, I am not nearly as remotely as in doubt as RJ is, because when he gets an erection, he faints. Because it's like, oh, all the blood, boom. Fuck. Now what? I love everything I'm seeing here. Well, you should. This book is interesting beyond interesting. And this is what I love about a lot of indie books that I see here, because it's like, they're outside the norm. They're not under any type of corporate influence, and there's no style guide that you have to follow or you get fired as an artist, or the whole thing has to be re-fucking drawn. You tell your story, and that's what's great about a lot of indie books, especially yours, man. I wish you the best of luck with this. Truth to power.
I appreciate that, Rich. I'll tell you guys right now, we have 34 days left. We're only at 30 backers right now. So
you'll get more.
Anybody who can throw in to the pot would be fantastic. All the money is going back into production on the second book, which I'm currently writing the script for. I'm hoping if we can hit a high enough threshold, the next campaign is going to actually be issues 2 and 3 combined. It's going to be a 2-pack.
Shakur?
2-pack for sure.
Groan. Barf.
Oh, my goodwill. God damn it. The reason for that, though, is that as I've been writing issue 2, it's currently at like 84 pages. So I'm like, there's no way I can just release an 84-page book. I'm gonna have to split it into like.
You have to chop that. Yeah, you gotta chop that in half.
Either an issue, a 2-pack, which is issue 2, part A and part B, or just give people a graphic novel for the second issue.
Can you give them 3? Can you give them 3 issues?
Well, each issue is already conceived as being 42 pages each. So this first issue is 42 pages.
Right. Gotcha.
It just so happens that where like the natural break would be within that issue, it just does not exist. There's no interrupting the flow of what's happening in it. So that's kind of the plan as of right now.
Excellent.
And then I guess the last thing that I wanted to say is that the book is dedicated in loving memory to my mom, who passed away last month suddenly. I'm
sorry.
I appreciate that. So it is dedicated to her. If you scroll to the bottom, there's a little dedication there, and the book will be dedicated to her. So we're really trying to get it out there. I am a first-time producer in the CG world, and since I've been out there talking to everybody, nothing but love, and it's just been fucking awesome, and I appreciate everybody in the community.
Dude, we will. You got 34 days left. We're gonna see you at CromCon. We're gonna see you.
We're gonna see you again. That's for damn sure.
But yeah, man. Can you send me like a short trailer?
Like a shorter one? Yeah, there is a shorter one.
Like a 30-second or something.
Oh yeah, I have. I have a 30-second that I can get you.
Cool. Send it to popsvanzant@outlook.com, and I will add it to my trailer reel.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk after, and I'll get it to you. Just really quickly, because I realize you have somebody coming in.
I'm wondering, and you're here anyways.
Well, I'm gonna hang out.
Yeah.
But if you scroll up, we'll quickly go over the tiers very quickly. Let you guys know which up.
Get up there.
We're in Canadian pesos, so it's much cheaper for you guys.
I really like the names of the tiers, though.
So we have the Poor Bastard, $10 Canadian. That's going to be your digital copy. The Regular Bastard is your regular saddle stitch print copy.
Actually good.
Oh, Big Bastard.
The Big Bastard is the signed copy that comes with a bookmark. And I did the bookmarks as kind of a joke, because I know some people like the bookmarks in CG community and other people fucking despise them. And I'm like, I'm doing a bookmark, but we have some really cool plan for the bookmark. It's not going to be a typical
bookmarks is one of those things I actually use, as opposed to, okay, like I just pulled a book out and I showed you guys. Look, book I'm reading. Let me see what bookmark we have in it. Oh, Lady Death Rules. See what I'm saying? I actually use the bookmarks because I read books.
Yeah, I've never had to mark my place in a comic book.
I never learned how to read, so I don't know what I would do with it.
And this is Doc's tier, the Magnificent Bastard.
So if you just click on that, Pops, so that you can expand it. So that's the highest level tier. You get your digital copy, soft cover sign, bookmark. There's going to be a Lucy the Walrus art print, which is going to pretty much be a pin-up of Lucy on the beach wearing a bikini. The walrus, sexy
with
walrus.
Diamonds.
With diamonds. You kind of get, you're onto something, Rich. You're onto spoilers. There's going to be, thank you, Laurie. Awesome. Glad to hear. Also going to come with an I Heart Walrus badge, like a pin, and a Broken Compass badge, which is also a pin. Yes. And Pops can rock those on his hat. Next up, we have, there's only 4 left, I think, of the next one, which is the sweater. Which is it, which I have one, but I don't know where the fuck I put it because I keep wearing it. But the Warm Bastard is the sweater, big old Broken Compass Comics logo on the back, and Magnificent Bastards logo on the front. And lastly, we have the Corporate Bastard, which is going to be, I think I have that at 5 issues, 5 floppies for that one. I think 5. I'll check that.
Excellent.
Yeah. And then our stretch goals. So the first stretch goal is going to be 3 stickers, which are going to be designed by the gentleman who did the Broken Compass Comics logo. So they're going to be outside of the art style of the book. Just wanted to do something a little bit different for the stickers. So that's at that's going to be, oh, pardon me. That's going to be at 1,500 Canadian, which we're close to. Hopefully we can get there this week. At 2,500, we're going to be doing an alternate cover option. And at $8,000, we're going to be doing a Walrus Owner's Manual. As Lucy the Walrus, you can kind of think of her almost like the DeLorean in Back to the Future. It is the mode of transportation between worlds. So we're going to do like a little owner's manual. And if we are able to hit 10,000, we're going to be doing a set of tarot cards.
Nice. I did not say that, RJ.
No. I thought I could post the chat like I'm running the thing, but it comes up with your name, man.
I did not say that, but I'm down. I'm down. It's cool.
We got it right here. We got it right here. We're going to give that away to somebody.
There you go.
Nice.
There you
go. We do also have a signed cover print if anybody's interested, which is by the cover artist Todd Kale, which is an add-on that you can grab.
Yes. Now I still want to know where you got the the source material for that cover of Rage.
Sorry, I didn't hear you there, Pops. Were you asking me, or were you asking?
Yeah, I was asking you where you got.
Oh, where I got the pictures of Rich? I told you.
Yeah.
I've been having somebody camp outside of his house.
Wait,
for
what?
weeks.
Who the fuck has pictures of me? What? Who the fuck?
That one,
man. I'm looking at
this one in particular.
I'm trying to watch porn.
Was
Jesus,
when Rich was
stop
sitting on
interrupting
his
me.
couch listening to music. We're like, that's it. That perfectly encapsulates what we want to say.
He's trying to draw porn.
I'm trying to. I can draw porn easy. Draw porn, my eyes closed.
You draw 2 circles. There you go.
Huh, that's Steph Wilson shit. Oh!
Oh! He went there.
I did, and I will go there again. Oh wait! Oh, you know what I have, RJ? Pops knows what I have.
Here we go.
Oh yeah. You know what this is?
The boob stencil.
You know what this is? This is
the perfect.
This is the Steph Wilson female breast drawing technique. All day fucking long. That's all. That's all he needs. And then girls like,
hey,
that's
the
what they
man
look
sells
like.
covers.
Did you just step on a bee there, Rich? What happened?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you just step on a bee? I don't know what happened there.
I did. I stepped on a bee. I got my dick stuck in a tree.
I hate when that happens.
I do too.
It's Pride Month. Whee!
Oh,
You know, I noticed last year everybody went. The rainbow hit everything right last year. And
Yes, it did. Taste it.
So Skittles, taste the rainbow of Skittles. They already have rainbow colored candy. So they said for Pride Month, and it was Pride Month label.
Oh, I remember.
They took the rainbow off, and they were just all white. I'm like, did they intend to put out white Pride Skittles? Because that's what they made.
I'm white, and I'm not very prideful at this moment. I don't think I have any left.
Skittles company.
I'm pretty sure somebody at the factory just fucked up and forgot to put the color mix in, and they're like, "How do we save this situation?"
Leave it there as long as they're not black.
Did you see this? People are throwing it around the Gayo. It's like rainbow colored mayo. Oh my God! Look it up, Pops. Somebody's got to throw it up on screen. That's a thing that exists right now.
I'm looking up Gayo right now. I can't fucking believe it. 1 second.
My favorite is the Kellogg's Together cereal, where it's like,
Oh Jesus, really?
Cornflakes and Rice Krispies, and just basically saying, hey, for Pride Month, we're just going to sweep everything up off the floor that falls off the conveyor belt and put it in one box. This is what you deserve. You deserve.
Sounds like the
stuff
shit.
Fell off.
Sounds like the shit you did at the concession stands, or like with the fountain pops when you were a kid.
Well, it turns out Gayo is actually the name of an indigenous people of Indonesian people in northern Sumatra.
They should sue.
They should. Fuck that, man.
Did they
Gayo.
trademark their tribal name? Come on.
A Gayo is a group of gays in a state of utter confusion or disorder, a total lack of organization or order among gays, the confusion caused by gays, or just many other versions of confusion caused by gays.
I thought that's how you started off the Banana Boat song. Gay-o! I said gay, I said gay, I said gay, I said gay, I said gay-o.
If I could find this thing, Rich, I'll send it to you. But
please do so. I want to see some gay mayonnaise.
It's rainbow mayo, and I'm like, why?
Rainbow mayo. My God, that's amazing.
Because it will make them money, because people will buy it, because they want to show support for Pride, even though none of the money goes to anybody but the company.
Jesus Christ, I think this is actual. Oh my God.
Rich found porn.
Did you find it? Or
no, I found the gay mayonnaise. Oh my God. Someone actually is like, hey, look, I put this on my mac and cheese. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Who puts mayo on mac and cheese?
I have no idea. It looks like it's no. Wait, that's a salad. Oh, I'm sorry. I got that confused for a minute. Yeah, it's a salad. I thought it was. Why is there a picture of? Why is there a picture of Gene Simmons here?
Oh, to live in your head for 5 minutes, Rich.
No. You don't want to live in my head for 5 minutes. You don't want to live there for 5 seconds.
Come out.
It goes from. Wait a minute! Holy shit! Oh, this is real. It says real gayo, and it's from Kraft, and it's like fucking. It's like all the colors of the rainbow. Holy fucking fuck! Ew.
Yeah, I don't know why you would want to eat like food coloring mayo.
No, that's the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
And
One of the
there's
many stupid shits I've seen.
Preservatives that must be in that mayo and whatever.
Oh, I can't even
chemicals,
imagine that causes ADHD. What the fuck, dude?
I don't think
You
it's
can't
real.
This is worse than the children of thalidomide.
You don't think it's actually real, RJ?
I don't think
it's real. I'm looking at it.
I am too, but I'm looking at it on my Google here. I said, Kraft Gayo, and I've got 5 images in a row here, all of the same hand in front of the same shelves, and none of them are striped the same way.
Oh my
so
God.
that's a Photoshop rainbow coloring.
Whoever photoshopped that did a fucking fantastic job, and we need to hire them immediately.
Yeah, I'm kind of hot for
the one on
right
Reddit
now,
is different than the one on Twitter. That's different than the one on Memegine.
Memegina.
One on Marca. Yeah.
I don't often get fooled, but when I do, I drink Dos Equis.
Oh my God. Wait, let's see this one. Kraft turns belligerent and fight against Hellman's lies. Holy shit.
I went to a protest. They threw mayonnaise at me. I said, "What the hell, man?"
Are you sure it was mayonnaise?
Yeah. It was jizz.
It went over.
Why'd they throw mayonnaise at you?
I don't know. I said, "What the hell, mans?"
Boom.
Think about it. Yeah. Sometimes I eat aluminum foil. I sheet metal.
Oh God.
You guys ever notice that? You guys ever notice that Rich looks like Ted Raimi?
I don't know Ted Raimi.
Ted Raimi. Who the fuck is that?
Sam Raimi's brother.
Oh God! Don't insult Ted Raimi like that.
Anytime I've ever seen Rich, it always looks like Rich has gone for 48 hours without sleep. I don't think he ever sleeps.
Never. It's all the crack. It's all the crack and all the videos I do all the time.
Well, boys, let me ask you guys, what are the other projects that you are extremely excited for? CG Books upcoming.
I'm excited for oh Jesus. I was about to say something really terrifying. I shouldn't say it. I don't know. I've been involved in mine for like a super amount of really busy time over the last couple weeks or something. I decided to go in a different direction for a little while. I write and draw the graphic novel, The Incandescent, and it's done good. It's not a question of it's done bad or not. It's just that I'll go through it quick. When I wrote it and drew it, I was in the middle of fighting cancer. And I was thinking, okay, great, I'm going to die without having to publish anything, so I'll just do it. And then I realized that, hey, not only am I not going to die from cancer, but this is actually pretty good. So I went to the next chapter, but I can't say I messed it up, but the story's going in a way that I don't like, and I really need to rethink it. But I had another idea, and I'm going to do something else. And I announced it before, like last week on CromCon, but I want to finalize the crowdfunding campaign first before I make anything really serious. So I'm excited about RJ's.
You got to let me know, Rich, when you do that, when you throw out the word. Let me know.
It's going to be the next CromCon. It'll be the next CromCon because the campaign in and of itself will be launched on August 2nd. It'll be on CromCon when I make the announcement. So
I am excited to get Paul Jenkins' Fairy Tale, but it was scheduled to ship January 2021, and ain't nobody saying shit about it being late because it's not a CG book.
That is a thing, eh? You're like,
that's over a year.
Yeah, it's a year and a half.
Yeah.
Not only is it a year and a half, but in January he posted an update that said we've gone to the printers.
That's it.
Yeah, it's at the printers now. You should.
Well, no. They went to the printers. They just didn't drop anything off.
Oh, well, that's different. Yeah,
they went. We went to the printers.
It was a field trip.
Yeah, it's good time.
Field trip.
Show us how they do stuff.
We hit our gay and A's when we went on the field trip on our rainbow cold cut sandwiches.
James Hayes says Shanth's Nosfero, and I'm really looking forward to that book too. Shanth's like watching that guy paint these pages is so goddamn cool on his streams. I don't know if you guys have checked into that, but yeah, that book looks like it's going to be awesome.
I completely agree.
I mean, not as cool as Magnificent Bastards, but pretty good.
Well, I've seen some of the preview pages for Roaring too, and that one's gonna be fire.
I am beyond happy that you think that way, man, my friend. Thank you, Pops. Pops read the script up to page 10, and he doesn't want to go past page 10.
Yep.
Because that's when.
That was when I went, okay, I'm good. Just I need some visuals to go with this now. I saw.
Oh yeah, I just may do the visuals just because they're so fresh in my head. I'm like, yeah, I think I'll do this now.
As far as CG books that I'm looking forward to, I want to see Smokes the Fox. I want to see Tropical Magics by Pedro.
I'm waiting for the Thin Blue Line.
I want to see the new line. There's a lot, man. There's a lot of good ones.
Struck him out and the ball game is over. Sorry, I'm
Smokes
watching
the
baseball
Fox.
highlights.
Smokes the Fox, though. I've been waiting on that one from the beginning. I want that one. Really bad. Really, really, really bad. What else do I got on my list? Let me see. What else do I got? Fiendish. I still haven't got my copy of Fiendish. I want that. Norland.
I got my copy like a long time ago, but I settled for the black and white one. I know she changed. She added colors.
I talked to her the other day, and she said that it had shipped out, but it's been like 2 or 3 weeks. So we're wondering what happened with USPS. There's
man, I tell you what.
Norlem, the long and short of it. I'm waiting on that one. I want that. Dwarf versus Lion is another one we backed. Let's see what else. I got my Ed Gein Demon Hunter. I got my.
I read both of those. Ed Gein Demon Hunter. I read both issues. 2 weeks ago? It's phenomenal. Very good. Very good. Yeah. It's 2 issues now. I read both of those about 2 weeks ago. It was great. Absolutely really good. Really good book.
We put together a 30-second ad spot for Ed Gein as a test balloon. See how it works, and that advertisement is running on AmericanHorrors.net. Advertising a horror comic to a horror community. Go figure. Instead of advertising it to a comic book community where they're already buying comics. Be curious to see how the numbers work out on that.
And there's another one, Razor, that I'm waiting for. Andrew Mangum cover on that, wraparound cover on that one. Rokan, Max Hedstrom and Ben down there in Australia, waiting on that one.
Yeah, that's a good looking book.
There's a lot of them. It's just and of course Godlike. I don't know how long ago I threw my money at that, but kind of looking forward to that one getting done maybe sometime. Seen enough fan art. Okay, let's see. Panels, pages.
I'm going through my stuff, and pretty much everything I've backed, I've got a few things that are in the late thing. Like I said, Fairy Tale I backed in 2020, and I don't have it yet. Hammerella Thundersmoke, I'm waiting on that one.
I got August and September of 21. The Godlike and Fiendish are the 2 longest I'm waiting for.
Yeah. I'm waiting on Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter. But anything I'm waiting on other than those two, they're still not late yet. They're still, on time and on track. So people are figuring it out.
I mean, I know what's up with Breenie's book. Like I said, I talked to her. I already talked to her. I've been talking to her,
The printer kept screwing over.
I
and honestly,
the unboxing, when I do get it in my hot little hands, you guys know me. I like to do the unboxing. So, that's a big part of the backing is getting you out here when I get your book, when I get that package, and I can open it up right here and everybody can see you fulfill.
We put our stamp on it.
That you're willing to stand out here and watch me open your package, knowing that you.
Well, careful now.
Careful, Ridge. Careful, Ridge.
So some people were floating the conspiracy theory that Rini was having problems with her printer because Heather Antos knew somebody there.
That wouldn't surprise me. It's that sad.
God. Wait, I know who the fuck Heather Ann. I remember what she looks like.
She pulled one of those ones when people used to throw the buckets of paint on people wearing fur. She ran into the printers and did it to the fucking machine.
She probably just called somebody up and said, "Hey, you fucked this one up."
I don't know. I heard that she poured a bucket of blood on this poor girl named Carrie.
Oh,
all those years ago. And then she thought it was really funny too. It's
she and her other two friends named Heather.
Yeah, Heather has 3 mommies. Christ, I'm so mean. Terrible.
That's why we love you.
That's why I love me too. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible narcissist who makes fun of Marvel Comics editors.
How dare you?
Are they still there? Is she still there?
I think it's stunning and brave, Rich, personally.
Thank you. Thank you.
She went to IDW and is helping their bottom line sink further right now.
Oh God. Well, what is she doing there?
Editor.
Third string fluffer.
Yeah, she's editing the Star Wars line there.
Oh crap. Barf.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's in good hands.
Yeah, like Kathleen Kennedy, she did such a great job with the Book of Booby Fart and Ooby Kabooby and fucking and the Star Wars Holiday Special from made in fucking 78 when she was like 30.
Sometimes when I see this shit, I want to pour bleach in my eyes, and then I remember that I'm a writer and I need my eyes to see, and I'm too stupid to learn Braille.
Don't read anything by that, them, or there, or it, or them. Don't read anything by them. Indie books I'm excited for. There are a lot of Ape or Gorilla books in indie comics at the moment. Oh, what does that mean, James Hayes? Does that mean that everyone's copying off people? That's fucked up, man.
Commenting on our ape.
Yeah, he doesn't. You don't like the ape books that we're looking at right now?
This is a walrus book.
It's a walrus book.
This is the walrus book.
It's a walrus book.
The ape is representative of the fact that Monty is a fucking moron.
Yeah. Does that look like an ape to you? Huh?
Eggman.
Man, you should have stayed your ass in school.
Pops, don't give away too much. What are you doing?
You know what that
was? The book, Pops.
Yeah, man. Because that boy got NC. No class. That's right. Fat Albert.
I haven't had a Fat Albert quote in years.
Yeah. Nothing better than a Fat Albert quote.
Hey, hey, hey.
Okay. Hey, hey, I'm gonna drug you with your drink today. Hey, hey, hey.
Now the thing about pudding, Pops, is don't mind the needle. It's okay. I'm just telling you.
Don't mind the needle. It's okay. Have some pudding Pops, and I'm gonna make sure that the other one goes in the other way to get the full sensation.
Oh God.
I know.
Doc's back. Rescue us, Doc.
Doc's back? Oh, no. What do you do? Go to fucking Columbia to get the coffee?
I will say,
or does his cane needed adjusting or anything when he had to fucking walk over there, old bastard?
Because we
I
were
love you,
touching
Doc.
base on fulfillment, just so you guys know, we're over halfway through full
Nice.
production
Excellent.
on the book. The goal is to have it in everybody's hands by hopefully September, beginning of September. As I said, I'm already working on the second issue, so as soon as we're done the first, we're going right into the second. Non-stop, baby. I don't want
82 pages.
I don't want a long downtime between issues. Is one of the main things.
That guy.
I know that's something that happens often, and it's
God.
the first run is looking to be between 6 to 8 issues. So I want to get all those out. We have a few other projects in line that we want to work on too. So that's the plan.
You're from Canada, right? You're from Canada. Okay. I was wondering if you were to tell us what if there was anything else. Your book was a boot.
A boot.
I've never legitimately
was gatekeeping me. I just want to say it, and also, I can't express how disappointed I was that when they asked, which projects are they looking forward to, I didn't hear anybody say Pariah, Blood and Mud coming soon, only on Indiegogo.
Oh wait, no, that was the other thing I was going to mention too.
Yeah.
Everybody a link so that those links can be all over the
I didn't say shit about dropping a link. He asked you what you were looking forward to.
Boom. Geez, I don't know. I was talking about ones we'd already backed and we're waiting on.
I've still got the misspelled video.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, RJ. And I'm very sorry about that. I fat fingered the keyboard.
Hey,
I've heard that many times.
I'm putting that up in front of threes of people every night. It's like
I was gonna say, man, when I get those whole 4 diehard fans of mine, buddy, I'm here to tell you. No, the mailing list is going up. Pariah, Blood and Mud promises to be something special.
Something special.
And no, Rich, I've never legitimately ever heard anybody say a boot.
A boot.
I've it's never happened in my life.
There you go.
Why would anybody say that about poor little Canadian people whose heads aren't attached to their jaws?
Oh, I do hear that some people say a boot.
Yeah,
I'm not your buddy, guy.
If you hear,
I spent so much money on the surgery to attach the top of my head to my jaw. Fuck. Bankrupt.
If you're in doubt, I'll help you out. They're either from Virginia or Canada. Virginia or Canada.
In Virginia or Canada. What about them?
Dude, I'll help you out. I had a chief in the Navy that talked that way, and I thought, okay, that's bizarre. I didn't think anything about it. And then a few years later, I met my first handful of Canadians, and they talk the same way. So what's the connection?
I have no fucking idea.
Like the Minnesotan accent.
You betcha.
Minnesota.
Oh, hey there.
I was born in Minnesota. I don't get it. I lived in Minnesota. I lived in Arizona. I lived in Michigan, and I think I pretty much sound the same.
Well, I've cut up about this a few times before. You guys all know Mandy, and Mandy's, hey, love bug. Mandy literally lives like 10 minutes up the road from me. Nobody here sounds like that. Nobody.
I don't.
Does she sound like that when she's not on a show?
I'm pretty sure it's authentic, but I don't think she's a native of the area. That sounds more like an Arkansas accent than a Georgia accent.
Guys, I gotta get going. It's 10:30 at night, and I gotta get up for work at like fucking 5 o'clock. So,
all right, buddy.
Rich,
I will talk to you cats later, dude. It was good meeting you, and I will talk to all of you cats later.
See you there, Rich.
Tomorrow.
See you, Rich.
Smell you later. Bye.
So, I personally vote that we kick Rich off the island and we replace him with James. He's a stronger player. He really did the last challenge very well, and He took Lenny out back to talk about the rabbits. So.
Oh man, Rich, you hear that?
Just kidding, Rich. Nothing but love for you, brother.
Don't hit the player, hit the game, Rich.
Look, now tomorrow morning, I don't know. You guys know we have the Tuesday morning brew as well.
Come hang out. Hang out. RJ, you have been conspicuous by your absence from the morning brew.
I got a day job.
Yeah, he works. We're trying to get him.
Me too. I make art.
We're trying to get RJ so he doesn't have to do that day job anymore. So if you have a campaign and you're looking for some fulfillment, if you're looking for somebody to handle all the bells and whistles so that all you got to do is talk about your book and get it done.
Oh man, I got a line today, Pops. If this pans out, I may be cutting my shipping prices to Australia to about 30% of what they are right now.
Wow. Good for you, RJ. Way to work it, brother.
So
that's what I'm talking about.
That's great news.
Can I guess? Can I make guesses?
You can make guesses. I'm not going to reveal nothing not because it's the big secret, but because it's like I haven't tested it yet. I haven't done the math.
Okay.
So I don't want my ass to write checks that my mouth can't cash or vice versa, one way or the other.
And to Pops' point, make sure to back Magnificent Bastard so I can quit my day job.
Right, absolutely.
Yes, right there.
This beard used to be full on ginge, and so did the hair. It's kind of going white.
Bro, I had a full head of hair when I started doing my comic book.
I'm gonna look like RJ by next week.
Maybe less, James. Maybe less.
So
could be.
So here's a true story, by the way. You see my gimpy finger, right? The pinky will not straighten out.
Oh Jesus!
Because I broke it, right? And I also broke my elbow in two places and my wrist in 3 places. And I do art for a living. So it's like, Lord, what are you trying to tell me? I'm trying to learn this lesson. Am I going to soon have to draw by holding the pencil in my mouth?
I think God's trying to tell you to stop jerking off so much.
Maybe that's it. But I do that left-handed, so I think that's
no way. It feels like somebody else's hand, right? You ever seen that movie, My Left Foot?
Oh, no.
That was the guy who painted with his left foot.
Yes. I'm right-footed when I paint. Just saying.
That sucks.
I did a paint along on my.
There are a lot of gingers in comics, but I'm the prettiest.
I'm a pseudo ginger.
I did a demo over on my Fine Art channel when my arm was still in the cast, painting left-handed, and I could do it, but it was hard.
I gotta say hi, Ben. How you doing? The Fuse Box is in the house.
What's up, Fuse Box?
What's up, y'all? I'm doing well. My camera's making me look like I'm Jesus or something, but
Yeah, you look whiter. You look whiter than me right now. Surprise.
I know.
Hail Crow Fire.
Welcome to the show. Now we covered Magnificent Bastards. We covered The Devil You Know Better. Mm-hmm. So we've been on a little twisted bent, but now we got to talk to the Fuse Box. What happens in Outlaw Nights?
Well, let's see. Which you want me to go from the beginning or just this issue?
Well, let's bring that campaign up, shall we?
Well, he's got the sign up right now, right?
Yeah.
Bring the sign up.
Yeah, we got 75 people signed up so far, and I'm not launching this thing until we get at least 100. So,
Outlaw Nights: Genesis of a Renegade is what we're talking about. And there's the link in the chat. Yep, my slow ass just over here clicking buttons.
Oh, I don't mind.
He's boomer rowing.
Oh, why does it do? It said invalid page. What happened? What happened to your page?
It might be invalid.
There it is.
That was
Stay there. Don't go away now. Jeez.
That was the most deadpan comeback that was savage I've heard all day.
Dead. Okay, so it was the wrong link or something.
Might be invalid.
From the first one, maybe? I don't know.
Probably because I know I still got the first one linked on
See?
part of my Twitter, I think.
Mm-hmm. See, it's your fault.
Look, Fusebox, come on, man. You're in charge of your marketing. Let's get on this.
Yeah, that's better. That one, the one that has part 2, the one that says part 2, that's the one you want to click on. All right, that's the one we're about to show you right over here.
Hell yeah!
All right, so without giving away too much of how you get to part 2, tell everybody a little bit about part 1, but don't give away so much that they don't still want to buy it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I totally get you. So Outlaw Knights, Genesis of a Renegade, it's kicking off the Outlaw Knights saga. And basically, this is the 31st century. Humanity has begun colonizing into outer space, although it's very much a case of history repeating itself, as the nations of Earth are all at each other's throats, competing over territory and resources. It's a chaotic and hectic time, both politically and in terms of military. I think we can all kind of relate to part of that. But basically, in the midst of all this, it has given birth to a new golden age of piracy. As you know, the colonies are, of course, very detached from their mother governments on Earth. And so this leaves a lot of wiggle room. Big Brother can't have its eyes everywhere at all times. And so in the midst of this craziness in this time period, we've got our main character, Cyrus Lawson, who is a pretty clean-cut young guy, very black and white morals, and he's working as a security guard on a remote colony called Therese. And he wants to be kind of a small town hero, I guess is the best way I'd put that. But his dreams are ripped right from under him as the pirates of the ship called Hazard invade his settlement looking for a special piece of data. And that piece of data is going to lead to a treasure that's going to turn everything on its head. So without spoiling a lot, I'm just going to say, push comes to shove, our guy Cyrus ends up having to contend with these pirates on a personal level.
Max, are there boobies in the book? Not is there. You're a writer, bro. You're a writer, Max. Come on.
Sadly, there are no exposed boobs. There are boobs that are like there's cleavage, but they're not exposed, sadly.
There you go. No exposed boobies, Max.
I would. It's just I'm worried that it would probably, if my mother found out, it would kill her.
Keep mom alive.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, don't kill mom. Definitely not. I got like 10 conversations going on in my backstage. It's crazy. Yeah, we're having fun. Ben, how'd the first book do?
Oh, it did really well. We ended up clearing somewhere close to about 8,500.
All right.
And again,
how many backers did that translate?
About 157. So I was quite pleased.
And all those 157 people know that you're getting ready to do this again, right?
They better. I put out an alert from the first campaign.
Yeah, your email.
Oh.
What's up?
That was weird.
Geez, what just happened?
Probably my internet.
It was all our internet.
Get back up there. I didn't do that. Doc's gone. We're losing them left and right, everybody. I just got the logos for Committed Comics to add to all my graphics, so I'll be able to represent my new sponsor well. Gotta love it. Ben, Who all's on this team? Are you just the writer? You the artist and the writer? What's up?
I am just the writer / creator.
Don't say just. I didn't mean to say just. I don't
Well,
think I did, but don't. Yeah. You're the writer. So who's your artist?
My interior line artist is Jay Krager.
Oh.
BJ Krager.
Okay. You're gonna give him a cover too, right?
Oh, he already has, and it is sexy as hell. It's got my villain looking like a psychopath, and I love it.
Cool.
And we got colors by Marcos Martins from Brazil, and I really love the work he's doing. Like those are his colors on pretty much everything on here.
And as you can see, if you missed issue 1, that's not a problem. There will be a catch-up here, all that fun stuff. You guys know how we do it.
Absolutely. Like I want as many people as possible to read the Gospel of Outlaw Knights. That's why I like hiring an artist, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This is just a test because there are some words YouTube is hard-coded to block in any chat, no matter who posts them. And I'm unsure of the channel owner's settings here. Test. Bastard. Bastard! I agree. There is getting the word out about Magnificent Bastard has been a bitch because if I type it into a chat, it won't let me. I'm like, why people be saying fuck, but I can't say bastard? What is this?
That's weird.
What is this hypocrisy? I want to call. I'm getting on the phone with YouTube. 1-800-YouTube.com. I'm gonna file a complaint. But yes, I agree, James Hayes. It's mangled. Sorry. We now return you to your regular scheduled Pops Van Zant.
I very much liked it. I very much liked it that my channel doesn't bleep out
Magnificent
words,
bitches.
basic words, right?
Apparently, Magnificent Bitches works fine. I gotta rename the book now. Fuck.
That actually sounds like a great book.
Maybe that will be the sequel to Magnificent Bastards.
Oh, dude.
I mean, that's fitting.
No, spectacular bitches and magnificent bastards. Don't give them the same. Don't give them the same adjective. You know.
Are they inglorious?
Oh, George.
Oh, we can't.
It had to be approved. I didn't approve anything. Who approved it? Who's modding over there? I don't see anything that says anybody approved anything. That's weird.
Wasn't me.
Nope. I'm not even. I mean, I don't care. YouTube, just play my stuff. Stay out of my business. Box office magic. There you go. So the art is amazing. Now I like Juanito's stuff. Everybody knows that already.
I tried to get him to do the interiors for the book. Sadly, he was all booked up, so I just had him doing some promotional artwork that's going to be included in the book.
Cool. What do you got, RJ? What do you got?
I got nothing. You know, I've got a book. It's not a comic book, so you know it's not as sexy.
No.
Do you have a list of?
Do you have any questions for Ben?
No. I just want to see this book.
No. Have you been on RJ's show, Ben?
That was
Yeah.
Okay.
long time ago. I remember.
Then it's
Fuse
time
being
to
on.
do it again.
I'd say so. Yeah.
I was a lot younger then.
At least I looked a lot younger then. Is that what you're saying?
I wasn't glowing like this.
Used to get out and get more sun before the darkening, right? Before we all got closed into our houses.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been out to the golf course quite a few times this year. My leg's still white. White.
Hey, sorry, Ben, not trying to derail conversation around your book. I just wanted to ask RJ, is there a list of the writers in the collection available anywhere? Like, I just don't see it. I'm probably demented. I'm known for that, so
It's not on the campaign, is it? And it is on the video, but it kind of scrolls by, and you'd have to pause it to read it. But I could probably put that on an FAQ question and answer. So,
very curious as to who's on that. Excuse me.
Other than Mike Barron and other than Hart Fisher, yeah, I can. Let me go.
Ben, how far along are you into part 2 here?
Well, we got the first 4 pages, all colored and everything. But the problem is I can't really afford to make much more of the book until we start getting the campaign rolling.
How many pages is it going to be?
It's going to be 25. I'd like to get to a point where I'm able to make each issue longer. It's just that in order for it to be feasible, I got to keep it at 25.
Oh no, dude, preach it to the choir. We're at 42 pages, and I totally get it. It just I'm kind of stupid that way, where I'm like, fuck it, care, I'll be broke. Wife and kids, footsteps, baby, let's do it. I get you. It's rough, and I think that's one of the hardest things when it comes to writing books, like especially comics, is there's always so much more that you want to put in there. And when you're kind of under the gun of being like, it has to be this amount of pages, and you have to start cutting things that you're in love with, and but luckily within the medium you can always move them around and put them in the next volume.
Because this part 2 here was actually supposed to be in issue 1. It was just that I had to make the call. I had to cut it in half, and I was so pissed about it. But I did it.
Well, I mean, there's always the route you can take when you get finished the entire story of doing a collected director's cut, what I would call a director's cut, of adding everything that you had to cut out back in, getting those pages produced for your trade paperback, and doing like a special edition new version of the book that would include everything that you had to cut.
Amen. Hell yeah.
I'm just a crazy ginge that I can't fucking cut anything other than like having to do because I'm doing the lettering on our book, and the final edits are me lettering it, because that's where I'm like, because there's so much body, like so much text body. It's my final like, okay, what are we cutting out to like get it like exact, right? So that's my final edit stage. How do you find that working with your artists when it comes to your space, when it comes to your writing, and like what you want to fit on page versus what's feasible?
I mean, really with this issue, I just kind of found a point in the script that I felt like was kind of a good breaking off point in terms of like, could this be separated off as like just an individual story and the rest just kind of continue. So I found that space and I just kind of broke it off there and, just edited down some of the dialogue, changed a few things around. It wasn't really that hard. It was just kind of heartbreaking.
I'm telling you, man, don't throw those pages out. Print them out just in case your computer dies or you lose the file. Make sure you keep them in a binder, and everything I've done, like, I've always said that if I had to cut stuff out, that's what I was going to do. It just so happens that, like, I'm just being very stingent on, like, I don't care how much money I lose on Magnificent Bastards. Like, I'm going to fucking get this shit done. Because I've been working on it for the better part of 10 years. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. Gonna get everything out there. But that being said, doing something like that when you're not insane like me, and just keeping those pages and then releasing, an ultimate cut or a different cut of the book in a TPB on a later date when everything's wrapped, then that would sell really well as well, because that way you're not just rehashing your same product, being like, here's everything collected, it's the same thing. This way you're saying, like, this is the same thing plus, like, what, like 60 pages, however many pages you want to add, right? Like 40 new pages. And it's going to breathe new life into the project after its end date.
Amen.
But what do I know? I'm just a humble ginger from Canada.
Oh lordy, I was feeling that reference. Right in my.
I'd like to see more people doing that, to be honest. There's so many CG books that are like that are singles, and the series goes through as singles, and eventually you hope you see a TPB come out campaign, and I really think that there's extreme value in doing that, adding some more pages. I know a lot of people just go for, like, oh, we're gonna add like 20 pages of drawings, sketches, like, our scripts, this kind of thing. Quite frankly, and I think you can relate, being a fellow writer, nobody wants to read our fucking scripts. Like, nobody wants to read that shit. You don't understand what the fuck's going on. I mean, like, there's certain scenarios where it is really intriguing. Like, I don't know how it works with your artist, but mine is like, I gave him complete freedom right from the get-go, where I'm like, I'll write like paragraphs being like, this is what's going on in this panel. Let me write a novel. And he'd be like, there you go. And it's completely different because he's like, no, that didn't work. I did what you asked, but I did it in a different way. And having that marriage with the art and the writing, where, like, because I have full confidence and trust, unless I think there's been like one occasion where I've been like, no, you got to change that, right? But
yeah.
So I think maybe people might be interested in seeing the scripts for Bastards, because it might seem different, like, panel to page. But I just feel like, rather than having like 20 pages of art, do that a different thing. Make that an add-on. Let's have have that be like a separate book. Do 20 new pages. Like, give your audience something to dig into that's gonna make a new experience for them to really enjoy.
Absolutely, like.
And that is my gospel for today, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm filing it, and I'm filing it back here, and I'm going to take credit for the idea.
Thus endeth the lesson.
we have the receipts now, Ben. You can't take credit. It's not a camera. Oh, mene patre et filii et spiritus sancti.
Did Pops bail on us?
Yes.
Yeah, Pops was like, James be talking, just let him go.
I have to post something. I'll be right back. Y'all just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing fine. I'm here.
Doing fine. I put the list of authors on the FAQ for you, James.
I can't.
Wicked, awesome. If you check out, we didn't get to that when we were talking about Bastards. If you look on our FAQ, do you still, RJ? Do you still have the ability to throw shit up on the screen, or no?
Yes. If you share something, I can throw it up there.
If you go to our campaign, I can shoot you that over if you need.
Is it in the private chat?
For quick and easy access. There you go.
Bada boom.
There's just one thing that we didn't discuss. Sorry, Ben, if you don't mind, just wanted to.
Oh, I don't care.
Kind of show this little bad boy off, which just the preliminary sketches up. But I'm very excited about it. Really happy with it. Yeah, if you go to our updates. So this is the art print that's going to go out for free. This is just a mock-up. But this is the art print for our first 100 backers, which is based on Back to the Future, the poster for Back to the Future.
Very cool.
So this was the very first one. If you scroll down a little bit too, there's like a sexy panel. Oh yeah, that's the sexiest of panels. See, Ben don't have no boobies, but I got full on fucking. So you know,
Your Game of Thrones and.
I'm just saying, you know, it's something that's there. So, but yeah, I just wanted to draw attention to that's going to be the art card. That comes with the first 100 backers physical copy. That's the little print that's going to come with it. Not exactly that. That's just the mock-up. FYI.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Well, now I'm gonna have to add sex. Like this.
Just to one up me.
I have no choice.
You're gonna one up me with like some sex and be like, okay, that's it.
It's what sells, man.
Centerfold, full on.
It's gonna be totally out of context of the story.
It's just panels from Magnificent Bastards.
Exactly.
just fully take it and put like, there you go. Good time.
No, y'all do what everybody else is doing right now, which is, okay, somebody was asking about crossovers, and I'm like, yeah, no, the industry's too young for that yet. People are still finding their feet. But what a lot of people are doing is crossover prints. And the whole thing is, if you back this book and you back this other guy's book, then both of our guys will be on a print and you'll be the ones who get it. So you could have like an Outlaw Knights Magnificent Bastards print, like just a 8x10 drawing.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Magnificent Knights.
Magnificent Knights. Oh, look at that. It's
Outlaw Bastards.
Outlaw Bastards. It works either way. Oh, we can do 2 prints. Right? So if you back, what you do is you do 2 prints where, like, if you back Bastards, you get the 1 print. If you back Knights, you get the other print. If you back both, you get both prints.
Fuck yeah.
Look at you, RJ. People saying you're just a pretty face.
I come up with ideas. It's what I spend your money. It's what I do.
Doc just upgraded our CromCon graphic for this month. I got to go put together. See, I still got work to do when this is over.
Yeah, and I got to duck out here because I got to eat because I got a big stream tonight. So
yeah, and I got to pop into that too.
I'll be in the chat there, RJ, waving.
All right, I'll be shuffling people in and out because hopefully I'm gonna have more guests than I have splots for them to pop in. Yeah, splots. Spots, places.
There's a magnificent bastard right there, Mr. Jim O'Reilly.
Hey, Jim.
What's up, Jim? Mm-hmm.
Splots. That's the new phrase.
Oh.
Do you have a splot for me?
I got splots, man.
That's like a fucking horrible disease. I got splots. Can we yeah, I was about to say, see, we're on the same page here. So I was going to say, could we take a moment in remembrance of monkeypox? R.I.P.
Oh.
Like, it was a good week of news cycle. I'm sad they didn't get more out of it.
I know. I thought that was going to be the new big thing.
Well, that was the distraction to keep us now watching the gun grab, but it didn't work.
Our Princess Trudeau, he's like, I'm banning guns. It's like, brother, we already have like the strictest gun laws like in any North American country. What are you talking about? It has nothing to do. All the gun crime in Canada is like illegal guns. What are you talking about, sir?
This is what I'm saying.
You need to speak slower because I feel like I might have a disability.
I'm pretty sure there's a law against murder.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's already a law against this. So it doesn't matter how you do it or how many you compound on top of it. There's already a law against it that some people just don't give a shit about.
Never
it
changes the
doesn't matter
Are
fact.
if
you
it's the
telling me
bumper
that
on their
people
car.
break the law?
That's what I'm saying.
All the
It's
time.
like if laws worked, we'd have no crime.
I was waiting for this motherfucker to come on and be like, all guns will be now made of bubblegum and rainbows. That will
Yeah.
solve the problem. Like,
And none of it addresses the fact that the largest school killing in the U.S. history was accomplished without firing a single bullet. The Bath Massacre, the guy used dynamite.
yeah, what year was that? It was like 18 something or other.
Yeah, it was 18 something, and they still haven't matched his total.
And
Wow.
His high score still
Arizona's
stands.
gun law
Wow,
is
that's
awesome.
dark,
I like
sir.
open carry. I like being able to just walk around and hey, somebody walks in the supermarket, think about doing evil shit, and they look around and half the people they can see are carrying guns. They probably gonna turn around, and walk the fuck back out.
Yep.
Well, I mean that's logic, and I mean this is 2022. Like,
Gun-free zones make soft targets.
We have a little
Okay.
shop here in Canada called Canada Tire, Canadian Tire. So they sell like hunting bows, anything but guns. You get like your airsoft, your whatever. They sell giant fucking machetes, okay? Like you just go up and be like, "Hi, sir, can I have that a big fucking machete? I'd like to purchase it right here in your store." "Oh, here you go." And they hand it to you, and you paid for it, and now you have a giant fucking machete.
You could
So,
kill 15 people on your way out the store.
dude, a few years back, this woman went and bought a fucking giant machete, and she like ripped it open and started attacking people. And it's like, it doesn't like, people are fucked.
at
Shit
least
like
it
this is
wasn't a
gonna happen.
gun.
Yeah,
At least it wasn't a
doesn't
gun.
matter.
Heaven forbid.
They're gonna drive through a crowd of people. They're gonna blow something up. People that want to kill a lot of people are gonna kill a lot of people.
And listen, I'm not saying like everything, like every time this guy shit happens, it's absolutely tragic, and I'm not saying it isn't, and it's fucking horrible. And nobody's saying that. That's one of the mischaracterizations that I see constantly that just drives me absolutely insane, is just people kind of being like, you support the murders because you don't agree. And it's like, what monster would ever support this shit? Like, what monster sits there going like, "Whoa," like maybe Klaus Schwab, but like, we won't go there. But like,
Jim, you live in Arizona now, bro. Just put that bad boy on your hip.
it absolutely, I find it staggering that people still use that argument that like you want this to happen, and it's like doesn't have to do with that.
So it don't happen. I'm totally against soft targets. Okay, Capitol Hill isn't a soft target. They got their own goddamn police force, but the people that are making the laws aren't protecting your kids. They're protecting themselves. Y'all need to wake the fuck up and tell them people, look, protect our goddamn kids. We want armed guards at the goddamn school. Okay, we want somebody patrolling the neighborhood so that when some dude in a trench coat's walking toward the school grounds, dude driving by can go, "Hey, yo, what are you doing?" No, just let them walk on in, right? No metal detectors, no security guards, no nothing. Let them walk right in on your kids. You can't do that where they work. You can't do that in no federal fucking building. They're all protected. Make them protect your kids. Sorry for the rant, but that shit just pisses me off, man.
I'm with you. I have a kid, and that shit scares the living fuck out of me. But like, I think one of the other arguments that we don't hear enough of is like, I don't know if you guys are fans of Bill Burr, but he had the special where he talks about buying a gun, and he's like, "I want the Glock," and the guy's like trying to give him the shotgun. He's like, and Bill Burr's like, "Why do I want a shot? I want it," and he's saying the gun store guy's like, "You miss, motherfuckers miss all the time. You're not gonna hit shit." Right? Like, and it's something you never hear about is like people with handguns that are untrained, they miss.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the thing that freaks me out in Canada is that like the majority of these guys are going with knives and machetes. Yeah, hard to miss with machete. You can throw that motherfucker and there's a 50-50 shot that it's gonna Jason Voorhees through my back.
There's all kinds of places in Arizona, Jim. There's all kinds of places. Some of the stores you buy guns at got ranges right there in the store. Phoenix is a wonderful place to live if you're a gun owner.
Listen, when I get up there, if there's a con meetup, you guys got to take me shooting because there ain't none of that up here, and I'd love it.
Dude, there's Arizona's really. I mean, there's a range up by Lake Pleasant. Outdoor range, and there's quite a few places where you can go in and purchase a gun and go right in the back, and they got a range right there, indoor range. You can fire away at targets. It's a fun place to live, like I said. But you also don't hear about a whole lot of, like, the only mass shooting that you heard about in Arizona happened to a politician. I mean, it was a political rally, and they went after a politician, right? Okay, and her husband became a huge anti-gun advocate, and she became a huge anti-gun advocate, and it was all, like, to me, kind of politically motivated.
As you do.
Because you don't hear about too many other things going on in Arizona because there ain't that many soft targets. There ain't that many gun-free zones in Arizona. And where there's armed guards all over the place, except for schools. And some, some Phoenix schools do have school cops that are on grounds. They had one at Maryville when I went there. Everybody knew his name. He was the school cop. He would, like, patrol around the perimeter, like by the liquor store where we all stood out front and smoked weed. He'd come up in that parking lot, try and catch us and shit. We all knew who the school cop was. There was a school cop.
Well, they're constantly saying we don't have this in the budget. We don't have it in the budget. You don't have it in the budget to hire one guy per school to just.
The lawmakers, like I said, the lawmakers got it in the budget that their asses are protected. This is my whole point. The people,
making the law, send trillions of dollars overseas as Americans.
The people making those laws aren't protecting you and your kids. They aren't.
I think we should petition Congress for a new bill that funds comic skates fully, so that we don't have to put our own money into it ever again.
Make it a government. Make it a wing.
I agree. I'm totally fine with that.
Make comic skate the propaganda wing of the government. I don't know.
I wasn't saying that, Pops. Come on.
We're just gonna be government funded. That's all.
I thought DC and Marvel already had that job. Hey, fuck, we don't need a third
for
wing.
This admin. Yeah. For this admin, they got it for sure.
You guys see that? You guys, sorry, RJ, go ahead.
I got to duck out. I'm just going to say we got 5 backers so far. At this rate, we'll hit our first stretch goal by tonight's show.
Nice.
So thank you to everybody who backed. Guys, good luck with your books. The stuff looks great. Pops, just keep on being mad.
I'll see you on Thursday.
In a madness way, not an anger way,
Yeah, I got off on a little rant right there. But that one does touch me close, man. I got grandkids that go to school. It's like they don't protect my grandkids, but you can't get near them. I hate the elite. I hate them. It's like they don't take care of us.
RJ, I'll see you on Thursday, buddy.
Take care, man.
Oh yeah. We got all kind of vets that would do that job, bro. Good people, all kinds of them that would do that.
Oh
job.
yeah, the vets especially they jump at the chance, 100%. But you look at everything that happened through the quote unquote pandemic, and you got a lot of cops that are willing to go the other way, with things. So it's an interesting situation that we find ourselves
in. Line, bro. It's a thin blue line.
Very interesting situation we find the world in now. I wouldn't have thought it, like, even 15, 20 years ago that we'd be here.
For me, it's a bizarro world, man. It's like,
it's the internet's fault. We need to shut this shit down.
You guys know the movie Idiocracy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's not going to take 500 years to get there. We're in the middle right fucking now, bro. We're there right now. We have a yeah. I'm not gonna go on, but look who's leading. We're there right.
Wait, you guys have somebody leading you?
Yeah, he's kind of just an older version of the guy leading you.
I'm confused. I didn't think you guys had a president right now.
Yeah.
I love kids
Yeah, the
jumping on my lap.
The teleprompter runs the country right now, bro.
Buy a shotgun. Fire 2 blasts.
It is the best, the United States right now is the best reality television show that's ever happened, and the guy that was the reality television star isn't the leader. How does this make any sense?
Man,
what injustice is this?
Look, I remember when everybody started talking about you're gonna vote for a reality star, and I was like, man, I'm pretty sure I got pictures of Obama hanging out with Bear. With Bear Grizzle or Grizzlis or whatever the hell his name is during his term. Okay, like checking out to go hang out with the reality people for a few days. All right, during his term. At least Donald didn't do that during his term.
I mean, like our leader is the most accomplished
like
actor.
one reality star was okay, but the other wasn't. It just depended on if you liked him or not. You see what I'm saying? It's
Pops, our leader in Canada is the most famous reality star and actor that has ever been in existence. He's played every role, no matter the skin color, the creed, the motto. He has done it.
Yes.
And I hear when he gets out of office, Warner Brothers has already offered him the part as the next Black Batman.
Well, also he might, like from what I understand, he also has some famous ancestry in Cuba there.
Oh yeah, yeah, a little bit.
Well, we don't talk about that. If I talk about that, I might end up in the gulag. What the fuck are you doing?
You see, and the isn't it the mayor in New York City kind of has a checkered past in that way too?
Have you seen Pops? Have you seen the comparison Castro to Justin Trudeau?
Oh yeah, look, I'm one of them conspiracy theorists that loves the fact that more often than not, those tinfoil hats turn into golden crowns.
Is there tinfoil under that hat you're wearing right now?
None.
Just check it. Just check.
Is that a zombie-colored Ben Franklin statue with an American flag over B. Compass's right shoulder?
Right there, yeah. That is from BioShock Infinite. Right there. That's the BioShock Infinite case. So if you're not familiar with BioShock Infinite, that's one of the robots that attacks you with a giant Gatling gun.
Nice.
We also have up here. We have V over this way.
Yes.
And we have Sandman in the corner there. And we got the DC cabinet over there, but
I see Harley over there. Yeah.
That's probably I gotta like I don't know, sell it or light it on fire.
Dude, that's what I said earlier when they brought up Mark Brooks. I was like, man, I got signed Mark Brooks comics and ain't worth dirt now because he done just ruined his own image to the point where nobody would buy him if I offered.
You gotta wipe your ass out of them and get more pleasure.
Somebody said that about somebody else's comic a long time ago. Somebody's like, send those to me. I'll wipe my ass with them. And I just posted the screenshot, right? I didn't say it. I just
Christ,
posted
you gotta warn me
the
before
screenshot, and somebody tried to use that against me like I was the one that said it. I was like, I just thought it was funny. I'm sorry. I just shared it or whatever. I thought it was funny. I didn't.
I'm gutting my collection. I collected comics the better part of my life, and I look at these things now and I'm like, yeah, there's like 20 books I might keep now. Like I do have every edition that was ever released of The Crow by James O'Barr.
Mm-hmm.
Right back to the Kitchen Sink Press, like everything. Like I have all of them. I'll never get rid of those. That was my that book was the inspiration for me wanting to be a comic book writer, and so those are very, very dear to me. But like all this Marvel shit and DC shit, and I'm like, why do I still have all this shit? I just want indies on my shelf now. Let's start over.
Well, I mean, I love my old stuff. Okay, I mean, it would be hard for me to part with my old Thor. It wouldn't be hard for me at all to part with that War of Asgard crossover crap they did a couple years ago, which is when I quit buying mainstream comics. Look, I don't need to buy 39 titles to get a story. And that was what ruined it for me when they started making it where you had to buy comics you don't care about.
What the hell was that guy? Was it Scott Snyder? Who was the guy that did when they did the New 52 shit? What the fuck was his name on Batman?
That was horrible too.
Well, no, it was that shit because they had Batman, the main book, Batman, and then they had like Detective Comics, and then you have like Joker, and you have and you need to buy all of them.
All of them to get the story. Yeah.
Otherwise, you have no idea what's going on, right?
Right.
And then when we do the trade paperbacks, we're going to do trade paperbacks of all these individual things.
Yes.
Tom King. Thank you, James Hayes. Tom King.
Oh, God.
Well, and now you got to do trade paperbacks of all of them. And we're not going to collect them all into one thing where you know what the fuck is going on. And we're not going to tell you need to buy the different trade paperbacks. You're just going to be sitting there going like, huh? What? What? Why? Oh, it's because I didn't spend $39.99 on the other book. You know, like you just see the Ponzi scheme rising and rising in the comic book industry, and it's just becoming more and more embarrassing. And people that are involved in it, hey, like I understand you guys have been in the business doing that shit. I know lots of guys. I used to ghostwrite in the comic book industry, so I get it. I know a lot of these people, and it's like you've cultivated like 30 years of experience doing this shit. And all of a sudden, one day you wake up and go like, "Oh my God, I work for Atari, and it's 1980. I'm fucked." You know, I just worked on ET. Ah, you know, like, and that's where they're at. And meanwhile, you have like us. We'll be like Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Nintendo is probably the better one. And you have us as Nintendo being like, guess what? We have the new fancy fucking system. We're making stuff that people actually want, and your old hardware, and they're scared shitless, and they don't know what to do, and all of these like I think one of the things that I really like, I know like people are iffy on it, but like one of the things Ethan said a while back was like about doing like the foil covers and like all these things in the indie scene. Because it's something that he loved in the 90s. And I felt that when he said that. I was like, man, I remember when that was cool. They overdid it, mind you, completely in the 90s. It was like, it got way too much. But I did love those. Like, you got the 3D covers and all that shit. And I was like, that gimmick I can get behind. The gimmick of, like, let's separate our story into 100 different fucking parts and not tell you. And then sell you 100 different books where you don't even know what order to read them in. Like I need a whiteboard for like New 52. I literally need a whiteboard on my wall. And you sit here with a marker going, well, it's a catalog, the issue, but Superman shows up here, but he didn't say this in issue 27. Like it's madness. And then, you know, you go in and you rewrite all these characters, start killing them off again because we're going to be progressive and we're going to switch it all out. And it's like, okay, so everything that I read and drew on my whiteboard 5 minutes ago and worked on for the past 15 years doesn't even fucking matter?
No.
And, like, these guys wonder why manga is the only thing selling.
Yeah, but, dude, like, Thor's a woman, man. Like, that's amazing.
Listen, if Thor was a woman with her titties hanging out and she was, like, fucking, like, regular Thor, if it was, like, some crazy shit, I'd be like, I'm buying that book. So I'm going to the store right now. I gotta put pants on, but I'm going.
But like, there's never been a female protagonist in anything ever. Like, this is so new. It's 1930 all over again.
It's stunning and brave. Stunning and brave. There's so many great CG books. There's too many. Like, that's why I asked the question earlier before you hopped on. I was like, what CG books are you excited for? There's so many. Like, listen, I'm a first-time creator. If people want to pick up like some books that are really fucking great rather than backing me, I have no fucking problem because I want to see everybody succeed here. Like it's not about me. It's about everybody else. Like, that's the way I feel. The reason I started Broken Compass Comics was the dream is to have, much like RJ, to have a place where people can like publish their shit. Like, I want to get to that point where like I have enough money to start like, just backing people, like backing people in a different way, where I'm like, I pay for it. You give me the cut of whatever, so I recruit my money and pretty costs and all that shit. But like, let's build a company, right? And I think I think a lot of people have tried that in CG, and a lot of people are still trying that in CG. It's just been something that I've always wanted to do. So that's kind of the idea. Is like, let's start off with this crazy walrus book and see where it goes. See if it's possible. And I see CG as much shit as we take, as much as people want to say you're a fucking alt-right hate group. It's like, no, we're Image Comics when it started. That's what we are. We're Hat Club. We're Bookmark Club.
Hat Club. That's me. Hat Club.
It's like watching Image Comics when it started. It honestly is. I mean, mind you, Todd McFarlane became a fucking whatever. I don't know, say what you want, but like, it's like watching that, right? Or like, there's other companies you could relate it to, but if everybody just like stays the true and narrow, like we have that opportunity. And if there's one thing that I could say that I think is very important is like, everybody needs to stop engaging with all these fucking weirdos that come in and raid CG. We need to just, when they come in and they, as angry, whatever the fuck they say, as angry as we get, and I fucking hate them too, and there's words that I could say, but just don't engage with them. Because when they're yelling at nothing, newsflash, there's nothing that they can,
Well,
like,
see,
what they
I've
yell
been saying
at,
that for
fucking
a
yell
long
at their computer.
I've been saying that for a long time. You got to look like somebody say something on Twitter, arguing with one of the big guys, and somebody will come out of the blue, blah blah blah, and I'll look right away to see how many followers they have.
Oh, it's
And they'll have
14.
like 10
5,
followers,
14,
right?
yeah.
They'll have like 10 followers, but they're giving these guys airplay, and it's like, man, don't give these clowns.
And when CG Crew does that, they push these guys from 5 to 10 followers to fucking 250 plus.
Yeah, it's
every
like,
time
give
without
these
fail.
clowns airplay because they're just bots or whatever, sock accounts of assholes. It's like, don't give them airplay.
Stop adding them. Stop going at blah blah blah. Right? Like, I said something about one of these individuals today on my Twitter. Okay, but I didn't at them because that way, guess what? They can't fucking respond. That fucking asshole James said some shit. I said there's this lies something or other that has been going off for weeks saying I created CG and I just madness. And I said
you're to blame.
Yeah. Well, what I said was that they were the best fan fiction author that I had ever read.
Thanks, bro.
Best fan fiction that I've ever read. It was fantastic. But I didn't at them. Like, don't at these people. Don't engage. Because when you start engaging, like, Mark Brooks, like, do we really think Mark Brooks would still be doing this shit if, like, people just were like, I'm not responding, like whatever. Like, I get it. There's a lot of emotion behind it when the night letters come, that's different.
He knows,
and I get it.
He knew going at Reaney was gonna get him looks.
Pops, I
knew
my shirt
gonna get a response.
My shirt did not come in time. I apologize. I had a shirt made, it just didn't arrive in time, and I made it specifically for your stream, and it said "fuck Mark Brooks." And it didn't arrive. It's gonna like come tomorrow and be like, well,
that's all right. We got a show tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll come out with a "fuck Mark Brooks" shirt. That was my thing, right? But like, engaging in that way is a bit different. Making fun of these people is different. When you're adding them and when you're giving them airtime, I mean, I realize we're giving them airtime right now, but I think like actually like adding them and having the conversation, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Communicating with them and arguing with them, it's not doing anybody good. All it's doing is making like us feel like shit. Because like I've engaged with these people too, and it makes you feel like shit. You feel like you're like, this is horrible, and it gives them like a feeling like I'm the fucking man, I'm the best, And it also gives them the ability to start throwing all their buddies at you. So it's not worth it.
And it also, you know, with the way they can be really dishonest about shit, it gives them things that they can clip.
Yeah.
Gives them shit that they can use out of
I'll,
context.
I'll tell you guys, like when I saw Rini almost crying on stream, I could have punched a motherfucker in the face.
Mhm.
Like I could have, because like you're a big fucking man, eh? Just because a woman outdid you in every way, shape, and form, probably doubled your yearly salary, you gotta attack them and then bring on the mob. Like fuck you, buddy. Like and everybody who did that, like it's horrible. I've told a couple of people the story, and you know, CG was fucking the best when this happened. But like when I came out of CG, if you like, as I've said, I've been lurking in the shadows for quite some time,
Mhm.
and I came out of CG, and my mother had just passed away last month. I had two people from the comic book industry that I still knew from back like 15, almost 20 years ago when I worked in the industry, who I still spoke to on a regular, like semi-regular basis, not like fucking not sending Christmas cards or anything, but semi-regular basis. They sent me their condolences and said, you know, really sorry to hear about your mom. She was a wonderful woman, but like they had met her, right? I came out of CG, and all of a sudden, those same two individuals started sending me the worst text that I've ever seen in my life. And I don't even want to give it
You're
airtime.
a different
Like,
person, right? Like you're
yeah.
like now you're a different person because you
And that was within 2 days. It was
Yeah.
2 days later. And that's why we launched. We had a launch day, and I was gonna put it a bit longer with Bastards to be like, okay, I gotta start like coming on shows, talking to people again, and all this shit. But I launched it honestly just to keep myself sane, because my mom meant fucking everything to me, and I was gonna lose my mind if I didn't give myself something to focus on. So I was like, fucking, I'm launching the campaign. Like I'm going for it. Like I don't care. We fail, we fail. We don't. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Just need something to get my mind off of it. And yeah, these fucking people. Like the only one that I'll say, because I said it on my Twitter, I quoted it, was I hope you eat shit and die so you could go be with your mother.
Fucking hell.
And I was like, all I said was that, like, I'm CG. Well, you crazy fuck.
And we're the hateful evil ones, yo.
Yeah. So that's where the passion from me comes, about the fact of just like not engaging with these people
Yeah,
in that way. I'll make fun of them till the cows come home. But like engaging with them in conversation or discourse, or like arguing with them is fucking pointless. All it's giving them something is, as you said, to clip or to retweet, you know, all this shit. Like just ignore them. Like,
Yeah.
and it's easier. I do realize it's easier said than done when you start getting the night letters and you know, mobs coming after you, but it's what needs to be done.
I dealt with this see, when I jumped into this thing 2 years ago, I didn't know nothing about nothing. Okay. Didn't and I came from the Facebook side where my group is, the Madness, you know. Mostly Kickstarter, not, you know, not too much CG. Then I met Sim. Started meeting some people. I was like, oh, these guys are cool. They're not anything what everybody said they were. You know, I think I like what they're about. I'm gonna start bringing these guys on my show, and it wasn't an issue. I think I had one person ever not show up to CromCon because of a different guest. Okay, one time I had somebody do that. And it was like, man, is this really how this is going to go now? You know, it's like people are going to say, I'm not going to be on your show if you have this guy on your show or that guy on your show. So I came up with a way to deal with these people right away. And it was, I will say my piece and I will leave you behind. Don't be insulting to me. Don't be disrespectful to me or the people in my group. The Madness is not a political platform. It's not a place to go out and talk about who you voted for and all that. It's a place to promote your books, right? And everybody now pretty much that's what they do. The Madness, they come out, they drop their links, they talk about new page art or new artists they picked up, or they're looking for somebody to work for them or whatever. That's all the group is now. There is no more who can beat who posts and the kind of shit that starts arguments, right? We eliminated all that. We made it a promotion and networking group, and there's 2,500 people in it. You know,
That's what I'm saying. Like, where else could I put out my book called Magnificent Bastards that has people talking about fucking porn titles and fucking bitches. All like the language in my book is never in a million years. I'm gonna go to fucking hey Image Comics. Can I do my book? They tell me to go fuck myself. Like there's.
I've been an underground comic advocate since the Freak Brothers, since Feds and Heads, all the old school underground books. Okay,
Fucking Milk and Cheese,
something like that.
Remember Milk and Cheese? I have that sitting
Dude,
there. That's one that I'll never get rid of. Lethargic Comics, if you remember that, back in the fucking
what I'm saying.
'90s.
When I hear about one of you guys that's going, like just balls out on what you got in your heart, what you bring out. That's all I see is the 70s, the Freak Brothers, stuff like that. That was so, nobody thought that shit was going to fly. How many reprints have they done of the Freak Brothers in the last 50 years? Like 25 or 26 or 27 reprints now?
I think I have two. I'm looking at the shelf because I know I have two. I just don't know where.
Dude, I got a bunch of that stuff. But I'm just saying, it's like when I see somebody now that's trying to break barriers like that, or just not care what the barrier's supposed to be and just roll through it like what you're doing. Yeah, I'm going to promote the hell out of that because.
Well, if people think that's
underground comics,
that's why I put that one page up there, because if people think that's bad, the book is definitely not for you. Like if that one page makes you go, ugh, the book is not for you, because it gets a lot fucking worse. There's a lot. There's gore, sex, violence, drugs, fucking the whole shebang. It is, as I said, it is Goodfellas meets Doctor Who meets Back to the Future is what it is, and it is basically like Scorsese if Scorsese was like part of the multiverse. Like if you did like a Marvel multiverse of Scorsese films, that's what Magnificent Bastards is. Okay, so if horrible violence and like all like sex, drugs, rock and roll, if this shit is not for you, swearing, breaking down barriers, like is not for you, just don't grab the book, because honestly it's not for you. And I get that some books are not for certain people, and some people might be like, this is a little bit too heavy for me, and I get that. But at the same time, what we're trying to do is make something that's like super fun, like super entertaining, and really kind of get back to that 80s 90s vibe of movies like T2 and like you can name like Big Trouble in Little China and like all these movies that were fucking fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like with a pretty good story, and some crazy shit going on, but just fun. And that's what I miss about comics too. So like I miss it about movies, I miss it about comics, and so I just kind of we've kind of put it all together to just kind of make this rock and roll adventure. Like every time I'm about to start writing a few pages, I listen to Kickstart My Heart before I start. That's how I get in the mood.
That's the best.
Because the one thing I will say, once we hit in the first issue, you hit about like page, I want to say it's like page 26 of a 42-page comic. It goes completely off the fucking rails and it never goes back on the rails. So like we start off as like kind of a crime story. And once it goes off the rails, you're in outer space. Like you're in no man's land. You don't know what the fuck's coming next. So
it's a good choice. Good choice to fire yourself up, man. That is. What's your fire you up song, Ben?
I mean, pretty much songs kind of like that. Also, like a lot of old school rap. A lot of old school.
Ooh, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite rap and hip hop from back in the day?
Fuck, that's hard.
Yeah, isn't it? A lot of good shit.
Yeah, like I loved everything from like Tupac to 50 Cent to I even liked T.I. before he became a bitch.
I'm a Wu-Tang boy. So I'm a big Wu-Tang guy. Like that's my shit. It's funny, Ben, that you said that though, because there's a line, the Dre line that I apply to Comicsgate, and comics in general is always, give me one more platinum track and then fuck rap, you can have it back. Like that's how I feel sometimes. It's like because that's what we're doing. We're making that one more platinum track, and then you guys go all fuck yourself. What's your favorite track of all time?
Oh,
I know there's a lot.
don't think I can pick just one.
Okay, you have 5. I'll give you 5.
Oh God, I love Kush by Dr. Dre. I love. This is gonna sound kind of cheesy, but I like that "All I Do Is Win" by what's his face, the dude with the beard.
MC, what's his face?
DJ Khaled. That was it. Fuck. I love pretty much almost everything like classic Snoop Dogg. Like Gin and Juice was great.
Oh yeah.
Most of the song, I would say most of the music that you heard on the video game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, that's pretty much my go-to for life in general. That's all I got for right now.
Yeah, for me it's like Wu-Tang, Killer Bees, anything classic Dre is fucking great. I used to ask, like, I worked retail for a while, and we'd have a bunch of punk kids like come in, and I'd always ask them, "Did you forget about Dre?" And they'd be like, "What?" You motherfuckers forgot about Dre, didn't you? Who? Yeah, you did. I knew it. Music's a funny one because it's all so shitty now. It's another thing that's horrible. Why is everything? Movies are horrible. Comics are horrible. Music's horrible.
Modern rap is like this weird, discordant, like nonsensical jargon.
Downey's not as soft as it used to be. My clothes come out itchy.
I'm a Tom McDonald fan when it comes to
Tom McDonald. Thank you, Tom McDonald, the greatest Canadian rapper of all time. Okay. Tom McDonald, baby. I like fucking love Tom McDonald.
I got 2 fingers for ass kissers, just like he does. Okay, just like that. You know, it's like make your own way, do the best you can.
Talk about a great story too. He like leaves Canada, moves to the United States, and becomes the most famous, celebrated rapper of all time. And then Slim Shady gets angry, much like the comic book industry. It's a good barometer. Slim Shady got fucking pissed off and tried to cancel him.
It's very much so. I'm always playing Tom McDonald songs on top of comic threads. Always, dude. Always. I'm like, hey, y'all starting to sound a little bit too whiny to me. You need to listen to this song. You know?
You guys gotta chill the fuck out and listen to some Tom.
Yeah, McDonald. I like Tom a lot. But I'm also a huge Zakk Wylde fan. Okay? The song that gets me fired up, the song I want to hear before I do something, like that is Towing the Line by Pride and Glory, which is Zakk Wylde's first band way back when, right? Good stuff on that album, but it's just one album.
I'll tell you this, Pops. Issue 2. So issue 1, that's why I was laughing. So I don't want to give too much away about issue 1, but I will say you were on the money singing "I Am the Walrus," which was a lot of the basis of issue 1 has to do with that song. But issue 2 and 3, I've been listening to a fucking ton of a lot of CCR.
Oh,
like I've been listening to a lot of CCR right in this thing.
He's getting down back over there. I see
it's
rising. I can hear.
It's CCR and then like a lot of Floyd.
Oof.
Because issue 2 and 3 go into some really fucking dark places. So like it's kind of this nice balance of like sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the Pink Floyd flip away. It's a nice balance. Yeah, it's this nice balance. But it's jarring enough that I think it's gonna do well. I was gonna say just to finish my thought from before, by the way, when it comes to the discourse within CG, we now have something available to us that we could just all social media wise go over to Truth Social. Because none of these motherfuckers are going over the Truth Social. I'm already on there. I have a 1.5K subs over on Truth.
I'm not buying an Apple phone.
What's that?
I'm not buying an Apple phone.
No. There's a web browser. There's a web version now.
Well, there's not. I can't do it on my phone. But
No. But there's the web version. There's like a web browser version of it now. You don't need the iPhone. There's a web browser version if you really want it. You just open the account web browser version. It's a good alternative. The only thing is that I'm still waiting for it to level out because it's still very much like just wall to wall politics, and it's like this is you could tell like okay, this is probably going to be good or it's going to fail horribly because it's just going to be politics 24 hours a day.
Well,
But that's kind of what Twitter is.
Can you make groups? Can you make groups like you do on Facebook? How's it?
Not yet. So it's still basically it's a stripped down Facebook is what it is right now.
So it's Twitter.
It's even a stripped down Twitter at this point. Because at least on Twitter you can make communities and stuff, and you can private message. You still can't private message on True Social, at least on the web browser side of things. But that being said, if a lot of people moved over here on the web browser side and we started to build that community up about talking about comics and doing all these things over here, at least we know no crazy weirdos are going to start like jumping in being like, fuck you. So I lost 12 hours of sleep last night because I was thinking of you. Who are you?
People over there use the Rumble platform to post their videos.
Rumble, you could do Rumble, YouTube, you could do the whole, like anything. You can actually quote tweet off of, like, if you really wanted to, you could, like, link Twitter, like, link, which I've seen people do. But yeah, Rumble, like all these.
I can play my live shows over there because it's not an option that I know of on StreamYard yet.
I don't know if you'll be able to do it through StreamYard. I haven't seen anybody live streaming shows. Normally it's a link. Like a Rumble link or something.
Yeah, I'll just drop my Rumble links over there then, because I don't want everybody to not like me. I want everybody to like me because I use Rumble over there.
I don't want anybody to not like me because I'm on Truth Social.
Man, I got like I don't know 700-800 videos on my Rumble channel, but it doesn't get no views.
My favorite is when I get like people accusing me of like shit, and I'm like, I'm a Canadian, you stupid bastard. They start like throwing American politics. You're a Trump supporter. You voted for Trump. Like, yes, I mailed my ballot from Canada.
Canada, the northern United States.
Cedars next. You see what I'm saying?
Fucking. I got friends all over the world, and they go through it too, where like they get accused of like American shit, and they're like, dude, I live in Uganda. Like, the fuck are you talking about? You know, like.
Guys, this was great. I definitely went a lot longer than I thought I was going to.
Oh, yeah, no, I just realized what time it was. I'm like, wow, we've been going.
So I'm down here smelling food that was probably cooked hours ago. I got to go eat.
Watching this guy smoke.
Outlaw Nights. All right, y'all go sign up for Outlaw Nights. Go sign up. Get Ben over 100 so he can launch that thing, right?
Let's get to
and definitely go back Magnificent Bastards. Okay, I get a little extra scratch, James. That's the top of my list, bro. Just letting you know.
Well, I appreciate that. Listen, it's been a long journey to get to where we're at right now, and it means a lot. Just once again, though, if there is another CG book that kind of means a bit more to you, please go back that instead. Just support the community. That's all that matters.
I'm one of those get them funded.
Grab Ben's book for sure. I'll be grabbing
one of those
a copy
get
of
them funded kind of guys. So if there's something that I'm looking at that isn't funded yet, I'd back that before I would back something that is funded.
Just so I'm
trying to get everybody funded. You know what I mean? It's like,
so I'm transparent with it, Pops. We're not technically funded. I put it at 649 Canadian pesos because that was my printing costs. Right. And I fully expected to eat shit on this book and have to pay for it myself.
So we got to buy so much. Let's get him to, get him.
If we hit 5K, I've broken even.
All right, let's get him to a number where he's not still going out of pocket to get you guys this book.
If I hit 10K, that's gonna fund the second issue. Is pretty much where we're at. But like, that's just where we're at. But like I said, if you guys find another book that you want to back instead that's CG, back that fucking book. Just like back somebody. Doesn't have to be me. I'm not in this for myself. I don't give a shit. I fully already anticipated spending money out of my own pocket to get this done, and I will happily do that and deliver and fulfill to everybody who's backed. And I'm not just saying that. It's not like some fucking marketing shit. I really mean it. As soon as I have money, there's so many books that I want to back, but like I'm throwing so much money at the book. It's like, fuck, like I want to back all these books and I can't, and it's pissing me off. But like, that's why you guys got to go out and do that too. Do it for me. And then, send me your copy once you're done with it so I can read it. Because there's so many fucking great books out there that I want to read. And truthfully, like, please just like go back a CG book. Doesn't have to be mine. Back Ben's instead of mine. And let's get that sign up list well over 100 for Ben.
I want everybody sign up for Outlaw Nights. Everybody go check out Magnificent Bastards. Sign up for Doc's book, Pariah Blood and Mud. Look, you guys know RJ is going to be on in like 15 minutes on his channel talking about the devil you know better. Go check that out. A lot of cool writers involved in that. Good news here today. We picked up a new sponsor, Committed Comics, and we'll be on the air for a few more months. Sign up for CromCon is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. The post will go live. Grab your spots. Just grab your spots while you can. That thing fills up pretty quick every month. So, we'll be doing it. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Doc, Rich, I know you guys sleeping.
Pops, thanks so much for having me on. Much love. Really appreciate it.
Thank you both. I mean, James, if King Solomon was looking at this, he would say that you deserve the funding because you were so humble and selfless.
It's not about, as I said, it's not about me being humble and selfless. It's not about me at all. I just want to see the community grow exponentially over time, and that's the only way to make it happen. Like everybody needs a shot, and I see books that don't fund like whatsoever, and it breaks my heart.
Look, I'm about the fans. Okay, if I see 30, 40, 50 people back a book that doesn't fund it, that's 30, 40, 50 people that didn't get a book they wanted. I don't like seeing that. I like fans getting the books they want in their hand. So I'm always about trying to make sure we get funded first, and then stretch goals, woohoo, but we got to get everybody funded. Everybody deserves that first shot. You guys know what's up. The second book only sells if the first book was good. You guys 100%. Know what's up, so you got to put a product out there that people like, and then it will sell itself. We'll push the hell out of that first one, make it something good so that everybody comes back from round 2, round 3, round 4. We keep pushing it,
And don't forget, if you're picking up Magnificent Bastards, my hat says it all.
Dude, I really wanted you to show that hat close up. Thank you, because I really wanted you to do that, because that's this show, baby.
Love you, Pops. Ben,
hey, man,
let's talk offline. Shoot me a message, Ben, and let's get some of those crossover prints going.
Hell yeah, dude, I'm down.
And shoot me that link for Truth Social too, if you would.
I absolutely will talk offline, and I'll get it to you.
All right. I got like 5 more commercials I couldn't play because I started the show a little late, so bear with me, guys. All y'all have a good night. Thanks for coming out. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, Tuesday Morning Brew, 11 a.m. Eastern, right here.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
In a world ravaged by monsters, a new evil has risen.
poisoning the land and threatening humanity. Now, the Monster Matador, along with the meanest and baddest kaiju killers, have joined forces to kick its ass. Monster Matador, Afropocalypse.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit CB4